That was Tina. Let me do a banner. Create a new banner. I hate the keyboard when it's separated like that. Banners. So what you're gonna have to do? What you're gonna have to do? Did my banner not go on there? Okay, we live. I don't think my banner went on. You have to come over a little bit. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the den. So what you have to do, y'all, believe me, I am not mechanically inclined, technically. So give me a second. I just need to share this on my personal Facebook page because I have a lot of people that want to tune into this topic tonight. And then we have some good news to share. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. We're running a little behind, so I appreciate y'all patience. Let me just share this on my personal page, and then we can get started. Come on. Okay, so go here, copy link. Thank you, Nisa, for showing me how to do this, girl, because you know I am not technical, not mechanically, but technically inclined, honey. That is not me. I am not her. Now I gotta get, oh, there it is. Now I gotta get back to my personal page and share this. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. Paste. Oh, you got it? I don't know. Okay, so did you go to the ladies' den page? Mm-hmm. Okay, so when you go to no, go back, because that's May 18th. So go back to the ladies' den page. Hold on, y'all. Now I gotta teach her because Nisa taught me. Discard that. So, all right. So you gotta go down to the video we're on right now.
You say watch video, so
no. But it should
see watch video.
Is this? Mm-hmm. But today not the 18th. So where are you? Go back. That's an iPhone. Oh Lord. No. Oh, it's not. I don't know how to use no iPhone.
See, this is not
the ladies' den page. Yeah, Thursday. So it should. The video of us on now should be on here somewhere. Last Thursday.
Let me see. See, that's when we was at.
That was at Culture Reset. While we try to figure this out.
Go ahead.
Hello, y'all. And hello. And welcome to the ladies' den.
Yes.
I got my girl Kiki over here
in the building.
Lady K is out of town working, but she's on assignment. I don't know what kind of assignment she's doing, y'all, but she's on assignment. But she will be joining us very, very shortly. We got some good news, y'all.
Oh yeah,
good news. Okay, we have our theme song.
Hey, yeah, we
have our theme song. Our friends are better than yours. That's all I can say.
Much better.
So, I'm gonna let y'all hear our theme song, and this is what you will hear from now on as we come into our show and as we leave out of our show.
So the intro and the outro.
So y'all check it out. Tell us what you think. But here it is. Hold on. Oh, wait, that ain't it.
Wait.
Hold on. I don't want that one. Okay. Okay, here it is. Let's see. I hope this is it. Nope. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Did I tag you? Oh, no. No, not in the live. I'm gonna tag you. Hold
Yeah.
on. Here's our theme song, y'all. Let me tag you in the live. I'm gonna have to edit it. Why
Is it playing?
No, hold on. Hold on.
Hold on, family.
Let me tag you first. So you
And
can.
welcome to the den while y'all holding on. Welcome. Oh,
Here's
okay.
our theme song, y'all. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey.
I'm ready.
It's Thursday night, they had it again. You got it locked into the ladies.
Whoa. Woo.
But you know how they do.
Hey.
Breaking news. She's popping in the city, hot topics. They got advice for you issues and deep grammars. Just wait till we're breaking amazing something that fits you. Amazing guests live on set. You can laugh to your heart's content.
Yeah.
My name's Saka Boss and I approve this
message. Thank you, Saga. We finally got our song. Yeah.
To the ladies.
Hey. We can do that hook. Yeah. Yeah. What?
You are locked in.
Hey,
To the ladies.
Hey. Yeah.
nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell them Saka sent you.
Yeah. That's so dope. That is so dope, man. Thank you, Saga. We have been asking for people to make us a theme song because we wanted some music. We wanted a little intro to the ladies den. And actually Tina Bridges sent us something as well. And I think we're gonna put some music to hers for the outro.
Okay.
So we'll put some music to Tina's for the outro. We'll use Saga's for the intro. And we really appreciate both of you taking the time out to do this because we've been asking since March for somebody to do this. So Tina and Saga, if you guys got anything that you want promoted, anything you want to talk about, anything, you let us know. And Saga, thank you.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I love it. I just want to get up and dance. But before we get started, I got a couple of things to talk about. As you guys know, every week we feature a wine, a different wine.
Okay.
This is basically something you can buy in the store, but this is Bay Bridge Peach Moscato. I've never tried it. I'm not really a peach girl, but it's worth trying. And so we can give our reviews about it and see.
Nice
That
and
way.
chill.
Yeah, it's nice and chill. You see it sweating. It's nice and cold. So we're gonna try this Bay Bridge Peach Moscato tonight. And then I have I'm gonna be opening this while I'm talking. I have a another thing. I have a friend who makes these gorgeous cups, and it is, oh Lord, Nick Lovely Designs. She made a mistake. I'm not an RN, y'all. I'm an LPN, but soon to be. I'm bridging right now.
Okay.
I am bridging right now for my RN, but she put my name on it. She did this for me, and it's called Nichols Lovely Designs. That's what it is. And it says, I'm a registered nurse and a mother, which means I am exhausted and happy, which is so true. But this is not a Yeti cup, but I've been looking to see what kind of cup it is, and I brought this just so y'all can see this. I hope y'all can see it. I don't know if y'all can see in the inside of there, probably not. But I got some. But I got some ice in there, y'all. That's been in there since 9 o'clock this morning. So, but it doesn't say it's a Yeti cup, and she didn't say it was a Yeti cup, and it was only like, I think I paid $25 for this cup. So y'all check out Nichols Lovely Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and I think they have a website, y'all. I don't know because it's a fairly new business, but this is one of my bestest friends from New Orleans. She can put anything on a cup, anything you want. I love it. 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 So hit her up, Nichols Lovely Design.
Nice.
Tonight, y'all, we're gonna one more thing before we really get into our topic. This is also Mental Health Awareness Month, as well as Lupus Awareness Month.
Yep.
Um, of course, most of you or some of you know or should have listened to our couple of broadcasts before this one. Lupus is basically an autoimmune disease that attacks all of your what we call as medical professionals motor function, which is like your liver, your kidney, your heart, your all of that stuff, everything that makes your body work. So we're not going to really get too deep into that because we did a couple of weeks ago, but I just wanted to acknowledge that it is Lupus Awareness Month. We are praying for all you lupus survivors and people that live with lupus, because I know I have a cousin that lives with it and it's not a very comfortable disease to live with. So I'm praying for you guys, and anybody out there, just keep up fighting, just keep fighting, because there's a lot worth fighting for. And then also, this is Mental Health Awareness Month. So, a lot of people since COVID, oh, we got to send her. How do we send? Hey, baby, how we send you an invite? I don't know. Wait, let me see now. Now, Oh, invite. Let me see, invite. No, Nisa, I don't know how to send you an invite. You got to tell me. Tell me, because I don't know. But I don't know how to do it. But so we just wanted to acknowledge that as well, mental health awareness. And I know since COVID, a lot of people, their mental is not good since COVID. Being locked in the house all day, you can't go, you can't do this. It affected a lot of people in a lot of different ways.
Right.
Still
being affected. People are still being affected by it.
Yeah, constantly being affected by that. But there's nothing more than you taking care of your mental. Always take care of your mental, no matter what's going on, no matter what's happening. Always take care of yourself. And I know it's hard because if you're like me, I'm always the one that's taking care of other people. But try to take care of yourself, people, and try to take care of your mental state of mind, because that's important. Your mental state of mind also affects your body as well. As a medical professional, I can tell you stress kills. Stress kills people. Being stressed out and not taking a moment for yourself. So just take a moment for yourself. Even though you help people, you do things for other people, just take a moment. Just take one little moment for yourself. Trust me when I tell you it's going to be worth it in the end. To make sure you look out for yourself, because another thing is, if you don't take care of yourself, then you're not going to be able to look after anyone else. So just make sure that you're looking out for yourself, okay? Your well-being is as good as the next person. So make sure you guys are doing that. All right. But tonight we are going to talk about, she's telling you how to do it.
Yeah, it's on here. She says copy and then email it to her. This link right here.
So do we have to, we might have to do it can we do it from the phone? Because I don't know how we can email her. If we copy it, it's copied, but then, y'all hang on. Wait, I need a Gmail. What's her email?
Anissa K.
Oh, wait.
ANISSA.
I got 50 million Gmails. Oh, I don't want to remove the account. Hold on. Y'all hold on. We're trying to get Nisa on here, so please be patient with us, y'all. Sign in. I'm there. Okay, wait. Hold on, y'all.
Just okay, just go back. We'll.
No, I'm gonna do this. What's her email?
It is Anissa, ANNISSA. That's
Okay.
it. Yep.
Okay. All right. So,
Nisa K, we just sent
okay.
it to you.
All right, y'all. So we had to get our other host on. So thank y'all for y'all patience. Um, so like I said, tonight we are talking about then and now. For me, this is very important because I have kids. I have two young, well, they ain't kids no more. They're 31 and 26.
Mm-hmm.
But um these kids today, and the reason why I wanted to talk about this because I was in the store yesterday and I was talking with a young lady and she was talking about her son and how her son didn't want to eat home cooked food. He wanted to order Uber Eats. And she was like, but he don't have Uber Eats money. It's my money. And he needs to know that, you have to eat what I want you to eat. Figure.
Uh-huh.
So I thought about this topic. So let's talk about then and now. And I know a lot of people have different agreements on certain things and how they raise their kids. But I feel like today's kids are too entitled.
Yeah.
They feel like they are entitled to everything. And I think it's the way that some of the parents are raising their kids. They're trying to be, there you go. They're trying to be, hey,
What's up, y'all?
hey. So Nisa, tonight we're talking about uh then and now. I know you and I had talked about doing this as a show like some time ago.
Yeah.
But we're talking about then and now and how the kids today um feel so entitled. Like they really just feel entitled, like they're supposed to have whatever they want whenever they want it. And then
Right.
that's just not the case. So
Mm-mm.
I don't know who this is, y'all. But you missed it. We played the theme song.
I heard it.
You heard it? Okay, okay. Now you know you can't be leaving us and I don't know how to work this crap, okay?
Lord have mercy.
But anyway, so ladies, y'all tell me what y'all think about the then and now.
Hmm.
Why you shaking your head?
Girl, because these kids these days, they a mess. They a mess.
Uh-huh.
They have no respect of
Nothing.
adults, of
Period.
authority, of like the common courtesy is just gone.
Yeah.
And at that
Very much
point, it's
so.
like, who do you blame? Do you blame the parents or do you blame the kids?
Well, I mean, for me, I blame the parents because
Okay.
for me, a lot of today's parents, they want to be friends with their kids
Oh yeah,
and not
no.
parents.
Mm-mm.
And that has a lot to do with the way the kids handle them and with
Mm-hmm.
the way kids respect them.
Right.
They, so like for instance, here's an example that I really wanted to talk about as far as these kids don't even understand how privileged they are because back in the day, we give you a shot, boo. We give you a shot. We give you a glass in the air.
Oh,
We give
thank
you
you.
an air glass.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
But like they don't even understand like when we were coming up, we didn't have cell phones. What in the
Oh
hell?
no.
If you had a cell phone, you was a drug dealer, mafia mob, or something like that. If
Yes.
you had a cell phone back when we were coming up. Another thing,
Mm.
like we had beepers.
Right.
So, and if you had a beeper, you had to find a payphone
A payphone.
to call somebody back or even talk to somebody.
And make
then
sure you
had to
had
have
quarters
your
in your
money for
pocket.
the payphone.
Right, right.
You had to have
Right.
your money for the payphone. And so they don't even understand how privileged that they are, you know.
So
And then like, yeah, hard-headed. You're right. You are absolutely right. So they are. Hey, Kat. Yes, very entitled. And another thing we were talking about is they don't even understand that. Do y'all even remember that we didn't have TV at night? Do you remember
No,
that the
yeah.
TV went off at midnight?
Literally went
Yes,
off.
it did.
All you had was blue
Snow.
lines across
Or
either
snow.
snow, a white
Yeah.
screen, or blue lines
Yeah.
across the screen.
Yeah.
And so that
Yep.
means take your ass to bed because you
Right.
ain't got nothing to do.
Shut it down.
Shut it
Yeah.
down.
Nothing.
And they don't even realize how privileged they are to have TV 24/7. Like now it
Yep.
never goes off. And I
Right.
remember being up until 10, 11 o'clock because I was a night owl. I still am. And my mom would be like, "Carry your ass to bed, the TV off. Go to
Right.
bed." You know, they don't even realize how good they have it.
They don't.
They don't. And I don't think that they appreciate. Kat says some of them had good parents, but they choose to be the way they see their friends act and have taken on those characteristics, then say they need therapy. Yes,
That's true.
that is
Peer
so
pressure.
peer pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, peer pressure.
Peer pressure. But I mean, and then like we didn't have no damn cars at 14 and 15 years old. These
Mhm.
well, I didn't. At 14 and 15, these
Well,
things,
I had
Not like
my brothers, a couple of my brothers' high school
hey
classmates,
Tanya.
they did, you know, but they
Yeah.
were good kids as well. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
they were
Manipulation. You're
giving,
absolutely right.
you know, things not based upon because the other people had it, but because
Right.
of the type of kid that they, you know, they were.
That they
I mean,
work right.
I mean, we can go far as back as talking about closing doors. You know, what's
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you
And
know,
my
the hinges are coming off. You don't pay any bills. You know what I'm saying?
close the door. We didn't close
Right.
no doors. And my only
Can't
time
close
my
no
mother,
doors.
You're in MySpace.
what?
Wait,
MySpace. Yes.
MySpace. Get out of my room. This is you invade my privacy. There is no, to a certain extent, there is no privacy
Mhm.
because
No privacy.
your privacy is my privacy.
Right.
Right.
Until you can pay a bill, until you can show me that you have this, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
There's no respect. Nowadays, these kids have no respect for nobody. Like you said,
Yeah.
Lisa, no authority,
No authority.
no parents,
No.
no strangers, elder.
Yeah.
Please.
And they curse. And let me tell y'all something. I cursed in front of my mom. I think I was 30. I was visiting her in Virginia. Like I was 30 something years. I cursed in front. When I tell y'all my mama slapped me so hard, I had to remember she was my mama. Because it came from out of nowhere. Because your reflex, somebody hit you.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I said, Mom. She said, I don't care how old you get, you will not disrespect me.
I don't
Period.
cuss in front of mine.
But it was an accident.
At
I
all.
was actually cussing my son out. That's what I was doing. And she was like, no, that's what we're not going to do. But to go back to the privacy thing, my mother allowed us to close doors, but that was when you was changing your clothes or,
Right.
at night when you go to bed, but just coming home from school and going in the room and closing the door, we didn't do that. We didn't do that. And a lot of these parents too today, they don't check their kids. Like my mama checked our backpack. She checked our drawers. She checked our closets. She did all of that. Parents today don't do that. And that's how these kids come into the house. They got guns, they got knives, and the parents don't even know they have it.
Well, and we can't even blame it on, some of it can be blamed on young parenting.
Yeah.
But I was 20.
Mm-hmm.
But I also knew how I was raised. So
Right.
it depends, however I was raised, that's how I was going to raise my children.
Yeah.
So we can't
Right.
always put it on, well, that's a young mama, we can't always put it on there.
Yeah.
It's what's been instilled inside of us.
Right.
So I know, like my kids, my daughter used to say all the time with her friends, how they used to, she would be over their houses and they would be snapping on their moms. And she would look at them, she say, baby, she say, you need to be glad that you ain't in front of my mom.
Right.
She said, there's no way I will be able to do that and still function
Well,
in
first of
front of my
all,
mama. You know what I'm saying?
you wasn't gonna be breathing. That's the
At
first
that
thing.
part.
She said,
That part.
there's no way I could do that type disrespect my mama like that and still be standing.
Right.
It's crazy.
And then also another thing is that we really literally had a village. We had a village.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And now today, like these parents are crazy. Like you can't tell their kids nothing. You can't tell their kids nothing. They want to fight you. The kids want to fight you, and all of that good stuff. So look, Dee say I'm knocking teeth out of mine. Yeah, but and then the thing about it is you can't really always say because the way you were raised, because we can raise our kids to the best of our ability. But when they get out, things change. They have friends.
It's society, it's peer pressure, it's all of that. All of that type of stuff plays into the part. But it's what you instill in your children.
Right.
That's just like raising your kids to go to church, you know what I'm saying, and read their Bibles and know who God is for themselves. Because after a certain day and age, we get to the point where we're not around them 24/7.
Yeah.
So they have to understand that when they get caught up in a situation, who they gonna call? Because mama might not be there. The only person you can call on is God.
Right.
So you have to raise them to say, okay, when I'm not in your presence, you know who to go to, you know who to lean on, you know who to count on. And
I don't agree with that. I mean, I agree with it to a certain extent, but I don't fully agree with that because you can teach your children, you can teach them all day, but even when they put themselves in certain situations, it's not because you didn't teach them. You know what I'm saying? Because it might be the circumstance.
But still, if I'm not there, we're not gonna always be there 24/7 to hold their hands to teach them which way.
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is, I was raised to know who God is for me. After a certain age,
for yourself.
Right. After a certain age, the kids have to know who God is for themselves. So if they're out there in a situation, they get caught up or whatever, they can call mama all day long. But if mama not gonna be there, but I know who God is for me.
Right.
So I raise my children to know who God is for themselves. So if they get in a situation, they can call on him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know who to go to when times will get hard, when trouble comes. That's when, we saying mental illness, all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We have to be available for our kids, but they still got to know who the father is. They still got to know who to be able to call on in times of trouble.
Right.
When they can't call on, when we can't get.
But I'm gonna say this as a mom. I know my kids, and I would tell anybody certain things I know and certain things I don't know. I know my kids ain't gonna kill nobody. I know they ain't gonna rob nobody. Anything outside of that, I don't know what my kid's gonna do when I'm not around. So I'm not that parent that be like, oh, I know he ain't do that, or I know he ain't do that, or I know he. No. I'm not that parent. I'm just not that parent. To be like, I know my child not gonna do this because with the influence of these kids today, I just can't say I know my child's not gonna do that. But again, there's two things I know they're not gonna do: kill and steal. But cussing, I know they're bound to cuss because their mama got to pot him out. So I never cursed at them, but I know they've heard me curse. So I'm not gonna say that they're not gonna curse. But what I will say is that they won't curse in front of an elder. They won't do that. Now, when they're with their friends, their mouth probably sound like a trash can like mine. But there's certain things that I know my kids are not going to do when they're not around me. So I just feel like, today's time we have more important things to do in life than our kids, if that makes sense. And we don't pay attention because back then, again, we had a village. The whole neighborhood raised you.
They did.
Yep.
You got a whipping from Barbara down the
You got
street.
your ass whooped from the schoolhouse till you got home.
Then, because
Yep.
your mom and daddy hadn't made it home from work, Miss Barbara's gonna whip you,
Yeah.
and Miss Karen gonna give you a tongue lashing. Miss Susan, that's one of the old names. Miss Susan gonna give you a tongue lashing until your mama get home.
Well, kids, we feared our parents.
We
feared. Oh, and they have no fear these days. They do not fear nothing and no one.
They don't fear anything.
I
Nope.
think they don't fear their parents because parents want to be friends too much with their kids.
Can't be
I
friends.
can tell you, my aunt,
We
God rest her soul.
Cause I'm still in love.
God rest her soul. Like my aunt, she used to smoke weed with my cousin. They go out to the club. They did all that kind of stuff together. So I feel like today that those things are still going on. You can't do that with your kids and expect them to respect you a different,
Nope.
To respect you, period.
Period. Yeah.
You
No.
can't do that.
Mm-mm.
So
No.
yeah, no. No. You can't expect that. They just raising kids today is just like totally different. It's just totally different.
Yeah, they feel like they have a sense, and we've said it before, but they have a sense of entitlement.
They do.
Yeah.
And, because you're the parent, but they figure, well, because you're my mama or because you're my daddy, you're supposed to. No, I'm entitled. Yeah, you have an entitlement for me to whoop your. You are entitled for this whooping.
This is not a sense. You can say what you want. Okay.
You are entitled to this whooping.
To this ass whooping.
Right. Right. But I can't see it really going back to I don't know. It's hard to say because it could be the parents, but then
It's definitely the parents.
the parents play a part.
The parents play a part, but like I said
Yeah.
again, we're not around them 24/7. So again, they know what to do, and not some of them know what to do and what not to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It depends on who they're around, because like you say, you could catch the kid out there, just they mouth like you said, like a trash can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they'll come in, they'll walk, and when you show authority,
Yeah.
when a kid see that in you,
Right.
they'll straight right up. Like I said, I work in healthcare, OBGYN. I'm front office, so I'm the first person that these people see when they come in their office. And
Right.
the majority of our patients are teenagers. It's teen pregnancy. It's through the roof.
Oh yeah. I can
And
imagine.
a lot of them come in there with nasty ass attitudes. You feel me? And I have 2 kids as well. I am a bonus child, but my kids are 32 and 30.
Mm-hmm.
And I would come home on some days, and I would just, like on a day that I've had, I would just go in on them, and they looking at each other, looking at me like that. I mean, it ain't us. We didn't do it. But like these STDs, like these attitudes, I would come and just let them know, hey, this is what's not gonna happen. Not that they didn't already know, because they know their mama's crazy. But it's like, we wouldn't even do that. We wouldn't even think of doing stuff like that. But it's just like, I'm sitting there, I'm at this desk, and I'm like, I mean, I had children older than y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a catch between, I want my job?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to keep your job, and you have to handle them in a certain type of way.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not going to come in there, you're not going to disrespect me in my position, because I'm here to help you. And you damn sure ain't going to disrespect your mother or who is bringing you there. Now, y'all can do that shit on your own time.
Right.
And like I said, and what be crazy, some of the parents be like, they be looking back like this, or they'll say, see there? Or, it's because it's like, well, shit, I done tried, or I be trying to talk to them, but they don't get it. They don't get that same respect. I demand it. Then you have to demand your respect. They have to have some type of fear. It has to be some type,
And I feel like
and they don't have it.
I feel like a lot of parents are afraid of their kids.
They are.
And the reason being is because they got this child abuse and
Right.
DCFS.
Yeah.
But I
went
went
Shit,
my
call 'em.
ass and gave them the phone. Now I'm gonna
Right.
beat your ass first, and then you can call.
Then you can call them, tell them come get you.
That part.
What's your bag pack?
No bag. Ain't no bag.
Well, and then just what they got.
Because I bought
Walk out the door with what you got
As
on.
the words say, come as you are. So sit them as you are.
Leave as you are. But I'm gonna tell y'all a true story. I'm gonna tell y'all a true story. This is back when I first moved here. I was used to ride MARTA. That was my commute.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the bus coming home one day. So 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, everybody tired. We didn't call the bus, we didn't call the train, everything. So these two, matter of fact, I take that lot back. This was actually a Sunday. That's what it was. That's why I had just left church. I was in a good space. These two young men got on the train. They standing all the way in the back. One of them started beating on the window, and they were making noise and rapping or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was me and a few other like older people. The whole rapping, making noise thing didn't bother me too much. But then one of them just started, every word was a cuss word. That was his rap. He was cussing. I sitting there minding my business at first. I literally looked up and looked around. All the other folks was like, and I'm like, y'all don't see these? Y'all don't hear this? Finally, I was like, hey, stop that.
Right.
One of the guys, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Yeah. The other one, he say, man, say. You don't see that old lady talking to you? That older lady talking to you?
Uh-huh.
I don't care. He was like, "Down, man, stop." So it was like you said, when we raise our kids, they know how to act, but when they get with a friend, the friend could, get them there.
Absolutely.
He stopped him from doing all the cussing and stuff.
Uh-huh.
At first, he was cool with it because ain't nobody say nothing. But as soon as I spoke up, and he could tell I was an adult, he was like, nah, man, stop.
And so
that ain't right.
His parents jumped on his shoulder. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. His raising jumped on his shoulder because he was like, you know what? I mean, even though we doing this, because our parents is not around.
Right.
But these are somebody else's parents. So there was an authority. He understood what authority was.
Right. And I wasn't the oldest one of us sitting there. I was just the only one that spoke up and said,
something. Right.
Y'all don't see these kids doing this?
You have kids today, these millennials and these Gen Zs, they just have no respect. Cheryl Thomas Mitchell said, these kids supposedly wiser and weaker. I go for the wiser as far as technology. They are, because they know how to work a computer.
Quickly.
Like nothing else. She said that is afforded them, but definitely weaker when it comes to being followers instead of leaders. Example, saggy pants, going out in public in PJs, driving like backs out of hell, etc. Trust, I'm not going to be afraid of anyone that I gave birth to.
Okay. And I thought that's right, Shazara.
Okay, then Shazara.
I feel you on that because my kids don't play with me. They didn't play with me. I just threw all kind of shit at them. Yeah. Don't play with me. You will not. You will not. Yeah. But I think that parents today have the wrong definition of being a parent, but still letting your children know that they're able to come and talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So there's a balance.
There's a balance. And a lot of them feel like, no, I gotta be their friend so they can come talk to me. No, you don't have to be their friend. You can build a bridge of communication and let them know, hey, come to me if this happened, if this happened, if this happened, but all still within respect of parent and child, the balance between parent and child.
Yeah.
And I think too, a lot of it has to do with rewarding bad behavior.
Right.
They go out and buy these kids cars and they're giving them these iPhone pluses and fives and iPhone 39s and they ain't even out yet, but some parent probably got one already.
Well,
And Xbox and PS5s
right,
and sixes.
are living vicariously through their children. So
Yes, oh my
their whole
God.
thing is because I didn't get it and I didn't have it. Now that I can somewhat afford it, then I'm gonna make sure
I want
that
to
my
make
kids
sure, yeah.
have everything, have the best. If it means me going broke, that ain't what you do. Because
That
back
is
in
not.
the day, my kids had an option. You can get 2 pair of these Reeboks for $100, or you can get one
Or,
pair. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Or they need to understand the value of
Yeah.
having things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I have with them, I have a beautiful relationship with my kids as adults. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It was, I mean, you know, and with that female, I don't even know if she's on here, but I call her that's that female. Because a lot of times, you know, girls that I don't know about anybody else, but when you're raising girls, you know, when they get to smelling themselves, as we used to say, you know, yeah, or you know, want to be grown and this, that, and the third,
Yeah,
you got to put them in their place, you have to check them. But
yes.
let it be known whether you're a parent or not, because you can say, well, Mom, I got a baby, I'm still your parent. So I don't care if you're 20, 25, 35 years old. If you step to me wrong, I'm gonna check you, whether you're a parent or not. And then once your child gets to a certain age, then you're gonna come back and realize, you know what, Mama, I see. You know what, Mama,
Right.
I get it. You know what, Mama, I understand. And they have done that several times. But I didn't beat the hell out of my children. I didn't have to, because a lot of times it was just communication. You can't communicate with these kids nowadays because they all attitude, don't want to hear it. You can't tell them nothing because they done been here before. They know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But put their ass out there wet, as they say, scared, when they send them to jail and all this kind of stuff, when they have those different type of shows, and they
couldn't make it.
crying, and the first person they holler is, "Where my
Mama?"
I want my
Yeah.
mama. No, you didn't know. You didn't want me. You didn't want me when I was trying to check you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't, because you were the adult. You know what I'm saying? You want to switch roles on me. So now be the adult, be the grown person.
And I can actually say I've been in that environment. Like I have a cousin, Garver. I mean, not Garver. Oh, Jesus. I ain't trying to kill her off. But I have a cousin, and she's my cousin with lupus, and I hate it. And she feels that way. She feels like I didn't have a lot when I was younger, so I'm gonna give my kids everything. Now, granted, her kids are on the honor roll. Her daughter just graduated high school, going to college. They're good kids. They're good kids, but I think they should do more. Like she give them everything they want. She gives them everything, but she got to go, excuse me, and clean their room.
Oh no!
Stop right there.
Yeah.
Oh no!
You can stop right there.
She cleans up, and I'm like, Tamika, why
They would be cleaning.
You do too much for these kids, but you know, I can't tell anybody how to raise their kids. I'm not cleaning your goddamn room. I just took you shopping, spent thousands and thousands of dollars on you. I give you everything you want. Why you can't clean your room? So, and that's what I say when they reward bad behavior. Yeah, you can reward their academics because they're both of her kids are straight A's. Well, she has 4, but 2 are still in school. The other 2 are grown and on their own. But you don't reward bad behavior. You can reward their academics, but the academics should go along with the bad behavior at home. And when I say bad behavior, I mean not cleaning up after yourself. You don't clean your bathroom. You have your own fucking bathroom. You know how many kids want their own bathroom? And they don't clean. And then on top of that, I think what makes me mad about it is she has lupus.
I was about to say she don't need to be doing that anyway. That's stress
She don't
on
need to
her.
be doing nothing,
Not
but
a thing.
she does it. And I just think, these parents, they rewarding this bad behavior, and then they wonder why it's, and that goes for black and white. And then they wonder why Jimmy done went out and killed up the whole fucking school. Because you're not paying attention to Jimmy. You're not looking in Jimmy's room to see that he got a damn, what is that, AK-47 whatever that is.
Inside his room. Don't Jimmy said, "Don't go. That's my room.
Right.
Keep me my privacy.
Get out of my room."
Listen, you don't have no room. One of my aunties, her daughter, her son told her, they know what she did. She went, took the door and put it in the garage.
Off the hinges.
Took the door off the hinges and put it in the
garage.
So now you don't got no door.
Right.
You don't have no door.
The hinges have been removed.
But the difference between then and now is then we had a lot more 2-parent households as well.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes you can have 2-parent households and still ain't the one parent in there functioning.
What?
Okay, that part.
Yeah,
that part.
Yeah, so, again, like I say, it's a lot. Like because you got kids that are grown now that say, well, you know what? People was like, man, I wish I could have. I wish I had my mom and my dad, or I wish both of my parents in the house. And they looking like, man, let me tell you, my daddy didn't. You know what I'm saying? They looking like, well, shit. At least you had them in there. What it was like, he wasn't even there.
Right. Like it wasn't, yeah.
It's the quality, not the quantity of the time. It's the quality of the time that we have to spend with these children. When they grow up and be grown, they can look back and say, well, you know what? My mama had $10 and she made that shit look like $1 million. I didn't even know. My kids didn't even know that I went to the doctor. You hear me? Because certain things were not for kids.
It wasn't.
A grown kid, as they say, kids stay in a child's place. So if you got stuff going on, when you maintain and you got small kids, they shouldn't be all up in your business.
Well, because back then, when your mama had company, all they had to do was give you that one room.
Yeah.
You knew you need to get going. Because when we were coming up, when adults were speaking or talking, you better make yourself scared.
You gotta,
you shouldn't even be in there.
That's what I'm saying.
You can sneak around the corner and listen if you wanted to, but
now
you can't be in the room
about what they talked about with their kids.
Right.
Yep, sure is.
Have them right there in the middle of the conversation.
They sure do.
So the kids can go and tell everybody.
They gonna tell your business.
And you know what my mama said?
by Mr. John. What? Mr. Charlie.
She said he might be my daddy.
Don't blame Mr. Charlie.
Girl. My God.
Yeah.
And they get into their kids too much. Like Roxy's on. Thank you for tuning in, Roxy. I was just talking to her before I left the house, because we were talking about foods and stuff. Like when I was younger, there were certain things that I didn't eat. Like I didn't eat liver. I don't eat ham. I don't eat mustard. I don't eat pickles. That's been since a young kid.
Okay.
So fortunately, I had the mom that I didn't eat those things. So she fixed something else for me. And Roxy was saying, shit, my mama fixed this and you gonna eat it.
What? Yeah.
That was it. That was all.
Fortunately, I had a mom who was like, okay, you don't eat this, all right.
So you was slightly entitled.
I was
you was poor. You was poor to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But I mean, if somebody doesn't like something, I'm not gonna force you to eat it. Now, if it's something you eat and you talking about I don't want it, then that's a difference. But if you don't like something, I'm not going to force you to eat it. Like my son, my baby boy, coming up, he was never a real meat eater. Like he would eat his pastas, his rice and beans and whatever, and he'd leave the meat. So I wasn't gonna make him eat it because I noticed he wasn't a meat eater like that.
Yeah.
But things like that, then you have to look up. Bottom line, be a parent and not your kids' friends. Absolutely, and
Amen.
that's what I keep saying. Like,
Amen.
there's a thin line though, and I think parents need to try to figure out what that balance is, because you want to be a parent, but then you also want to let your kids know that if there's an issue, there's a problem, that they can always come to you and talk to you. So you gotta know how to balance. You just gotta know how to balance it. Now, how to balance it, I don't know. I ain't play with my kids. You gonna do? I say do, and that's that. Period. And that's the way I was raised. My mom was like, "Y'all gonna do what I say, or you gonna get your ass butt." Period. But at the same token, I could go to my mom and tell her certain things. Ma, this happened, blah blah blah. I can go to my mom and tell her this happened or that happened. We had a balance. Like, my mom didn't drink with us. Like, even when I got of age to drink, the only time I've ever recall my mom having a drink with us is when I graduated high school. My sister graduated high school. My sister graduated hair school and Christmas. That's the only time I can remember my mom having a drink with us. But at this time, we both were grown. We were in like 30s and 30s, late 20s, early 30s. So we were grown, and we had kids by then, But my mom didn't hang out. My mom didn't hang out with us, baby. My mom didn't hang out with us. My mom didn't play, okay? Anytime she knocked the hell out of me at 33, cussing in front of her, she didn't play. So we need those parents. Like, I wish we can bring back those old. I wish I can bring back my grandma's mama, because she did not play, honey.
I didn't know.
I'm talking about nowadays. Man, if I was back in the day, I wish somebody. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You wouldn't know what to do.
They wouldn't last. I know
you wouldn't last a hot second.
I wouldn't
You get knocked out.
I wish they can bring them back.
They would not last a hot second.
They would not.
Microwave second is what I'm one of those.
Now, don't get me wrong. I know each and every one of us. Mama done said something and she left out the room, and we done said, man, she get on my nerve. We done said that. I know I have. Under my breath.
I about to say under your breath. Because you ain't saying it out loud.
And you probably hold it until she sleep and then be like, man, she got my nerve. But you would never say that in front of her face. These kids today,
toe to toe.
Mom, I hate you. You what?
Toe to toe.
They wouldn't have been able to get the whole word hate out of their mouth.
Toe to toe. They go back and forth, toe to toe. And that's why I say when you can tell when they doing that type of stuff at home, or that's the way they get down, because when they're in public, you don't shush her now. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to chastise her now or him now, because he do this shit at the house. So now you're embarrassed. So now you're angry. So it went from being an embarrassment to anger. Now you're out to hurt your kid.
Now you want to whip them.
Now you're gonna hurt. Not even a whoop. You're gonna hurt them because now they're embarrassing you.
Right.
They do this shit all the time. They do it at the house. If you don't stop it at the house, they are going to embarrass you. And they're gonna embarrass you real good. Throwing tantrums, cursing you, dogging you, telling you what they are and they're not gonna do, calling you out your name, all that kind of stuff. Like you said. There's no way imaginable. I would fix my lips to say anything out the side of my neck against my father or myself. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we have now, and my kids the same way. My daddy would tell them, now if they got in trouble, if they, you know what I'm saying, my daddy would tell them, he said, just like she's your mama, I'm her daddy. That's my daughter. And what you're not gonna do,
get him, Grandpa.
So the village.
My mom would say, "I slap you so hard you're gonna see blue Jesus." Girl.
Yeah. So I like I say, the parents, the grandparents, the aunts and uncles, they were able to step in
Yeah.
And tell, and, and get you in line. Like I say, my daddy say, y'all showing y'all ass on my daughter. That's my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she your mama, but that's my child. So you gonna, you know what I'm saying? So we didn't have them type of issues because they knew you either my daddy was gonna show up, my brothers was gonna show up, and I got a big family. Somebody was gonna show up in authority figure.
Yeah.
Get your ass in line. They don't have that.
Not no more.
They don't have that because the child come in there. You can come to the doctor's office. You showing your ass. Then your mama turn around. Your mama showing her ass, and then she looking. We looking like, oh, okay, so that's where it's coming from. So I'm gonna both of y'all. Both of y'all can get out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I don't have to deal with this. You need my help. Your child needs my assistance. I didn't lay up with her. I want to school her with somebody else's penis.
Right. But you have to keep in mind too, the younger. You have to. Oh, you back. You back. So listen. So for anybody that's just tuning in to the Ladies Den, if you're just tuning in tonight, we're talking about then and now. Hey Natasha.
Hey Natasha.
How privileged our kids think they are, and the difference between how we were raised as opposed to how young mothers are raising their kids today. We talked about so much in just this little time, but again, parents just don't. I don't know. They feel like they got to be friends with their kids.
Right.
You have to find a balance. I just said this, but I'm saying it again because we have a few new people that just tuned in. You have to find the balance between being a parent and not being your kid's friend, but leaving the door open so that they know they can come to you and talk to you about anything. You have to find that balance. I just, I don't know what to say because I ain't play with my kids because my mama didn't play with me.
Right.
If I'm not going to get nothing from my kids, I'm going to get respect. You going to respect me.
Believe it.
Or I'm going to beat your ass.
Believe it.
Oh!
And I believe in one thing for sure. Like my mama used to tell us when she felt like we was getting out of line, I brought you in this world. I take you out.
Old cliches.
Yeah, I brought you in this world. I take you out.
Yeah.
And I done told my kids that. I'd hurt y'all. I'm calling police. I'm gonna be sitting right here. I'm gonna get me a little. I don't even smoke cigarettes, but I'll get me a smoke in before I go to the pen. Okay? But don't play with me. Don't play with me. And a lot of these parents, and I think what they do is they give those kids that in because something will happen and they'll say a little something to see if they can get away with it. And those parents let that slide. So what they do is, all right now. So what they do is they let that slide, but then now they come back with something else. Tasha said, great topic. Parents want to give their kids all the shit they didn't have, but don't realize it's ruined them. We just talked about that, Tasha. We just talked about that.
Just hit that.
Again, I was telling them since you just came on that I have a cousin that does that. And she feels that way. She give her kids everything, but they don't give anything to her. She has lupus. They don't clean up their room. She go and clean up their room. She washes their clothes. And they're of age that they should be able to do it themselves. Now, the washing clothes, I can see because these kids don't know how to do it.
Yeah,
but cleaning up
but not cleaning the room.
I'm not gonna clean up your room for you. But she
ain't no way.
And she has lupus, so she shouldn't be doing anything. And her husband, he's constantly fussing at the kids.
Wait, there's a husband?
He has her back. Yeah, she's married. But she does it when he's not home. So he don't see her cleaning their room and cleaning up because he's at work. So he don't know. He come home, he think they didn't clean their room.
Yeah.
But see, when I'm there, when I visit, when I go to New Orleans and I stay with her, I'd be like, girl, I'd be like, Jordan, go pick that shit up. Your mama told you 3 times. Go and they'll play with me. They do not.
See, that's how I am when I'm at my.
They don't play
when
with
I go home,
Tawana, baby. They don't play with us. Because they know when I'm there, they gonna do what the mama say do, and you gonna do it right now. Get your stuff because she told
Yeah.
you to go do it.
And that's
Yeah.
And then they'll stomp off, and that, especially Jordan, he'll be like this. He stomp off, and I'm like, you can stomp all you want. Go right now.
Go do it. Right.
They know who to play with.
They do. They
Mhm.
do.
They know who to play with.
But I feel bad because she does so much for them. She does so much for them. And again, husband, he needs to. But again, they are straight A students on a roll. I mean, they ain't neither one of them ever brought a B into the house.
Oh,
So
that's
I
great.
can understand to a certain degree, but then I can't understand because I don't care. You're supposed to. I don't care if you President Obama. I'm not cleaning your damn room.
You're supposed to get good grades.
You gotta learn. They need to learn how to take care of themselves anyway. Because if they making good grades and they plan on going to college,
So they gonna
how they gonna know how to do what they need to do? They don't have no life skills.
Tasha said these kids are disrespectful. I just finished spanking my 9-year-old because why I just get home and my dishes are not done. Baby.
Them 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
And see, Tasha got all boys, right? Tasha, you got boys.
Yeah, Tasha got all boys.
She got all boys.
Tasha, baby, let me tell you a story, honey. My mama told me to wash the dishes one night.
You went to sleep, didn't
And
you?
I went to sleep and I had to go the next morning. When my mama got up to go to the bathroom,
At what time?
it was 3:31. I will never forget it. I was in high school. My mama woke my ass up and told me, go clean my kitchen right now.
Right now.
I was asleep. Oh, well, Mom, she said, I don't give a damn if you don't get up out of that bed. She told my sister to do it one night. My sister said, okay. She went to sleep. You know what my mama did? She took the dishes out the kitchen and we put them in the bed with my sister. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She went and put them dishes in the bed with her. She said, now get your ass up, go clean up my kitchen and change this bed.
Oh,
She put the dishes and see, but we don't have parents like that anymore.
not no more.
We don't have stern parents. Tasha said, yep.
Tasha said she'd do the same thing.
Look, but we don't have parents like that anymore.
Not
And
no more.
again, when we were coming up, y'all, we had a village. You got a
did.
whipping from Miss Barbara, Miss Susan, and then when your mama and your daddy got home, you got a whipping from them too.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And
A
they
village we could
look for
trust
you.
though.
They look out for you, but now you can come to the side. The mama
Oh, you get cussed
the
out.
daddy want to fight you.
You gotta fight everybody. Now you gotta fight everybody.
You see these kids fighting these teachers,
Yeah, but you can't even
breaking bones and stuff.
But here's the thing with this too. The internet, social media,
Oh man.
everything is amped up on social media.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, like I said back in the day, if you took an ass,
We didn't have
if you took an L, you took an L.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You came back and y'all was, toughing it out. You shook it off, and y'all was cool. Y'all was cool, and and that was that. But now, because the social media, the internet, everybody now is like, ooh, they revving it up. So
Yeah.
you feel that you got to, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna take this L, I got to come back, do a bigger one. That's when all the guns and all this shit is coming into play, and people are losing because that ain't no play. You can't come back from dead.
Exactly. Ain't no reset button.
I can say my son's room was the kitchen for a week because he kept half cleaning it, sleeping here until you learn how to clean it right, girl.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
I bet you know how to clean the kitchen. I bet you that.
Do what you have to do.
Yeah.
Because the kids, they just that part. No coming back. They say no coming back. That's what I'm saying. Hey, you can't come back from there.
Ain't no reset button.
And there none.
This ain't no game.
No do-overs, no none of that.
Yeah, Karen said the village is gone. Apparently, we're trying to fight you for disciplining their badass kids.
They
But you know
badass
what,
kids.
Carol,
And
I
they
have
weird.
gotten to the point now. I fight kids. You don't even need to get your mom because I'm about to beat your ass. Because I fight kids. They so disrespectful.
They
So
are.
I'm gonna fight you, then go get your mama, because then I'm gonna kick her ass too. For being so stupid to have you out here being so disrespectful.
See,
They think it's a game.
They do. They think it's
They
funny.
think it's a game.
They think
It's
it's
not.
funny. And again, a television, social media plays
yeah,
a lot in some of the decisions that these kids make towards their parents and even
yeah,
towards
yeah,
their friends.
yeah.
And Cheryl and Natasha, we were talking about earlier too that these kids are privileged because we didn't have TV. I don't know how old you guys are, but I'll be 52 on next Tuesday.
Shazara 70.
She know, yes, she's
Oh,
70.
yeah. So, we didn't have TV. The TV went off at midnight.
At midnight.
And you barely got a chance to watch it because when you came home, Mama was like, "Oh, you're not watching no TV. You need to get in there, do your homework,
Do your
you
homework.
need to eat dinner, clean your room, or do whatever." So you might have
Yep.
had. I can't speak for everybody else, but I know I might have had maybe 2-3 hours of TV,
Maybe.
maybe. But these kids have the option to watch TV 24/7. They have the option
And
to
on their
social
phone,
media
they tablet.
24/7
Yep.
because they have the phone. So if Mama say you can't watch TV, you got phone. We got punished.
And she came out the wall. You didn't have a phone in your room. It was in the kitchen, hanging up. So if you wanted
Yeah,
to talk,
yeah.
so if you wanted to talk, you had to
Yeah.
stand up and talk on the phone.
So many nights
Yeah.
on that wall like this.
Or you might have that long ass cord that go all the way through the house.
But hey, where you going with that? Bring that back. Bring that back.
Go it's all the way through the house.
So listen, there was a video on Facebook. This white lady gave her son a phone, the one you do the rotary. He had no idea what it was.
He didn't know how to use it. I saw it.
No, he didn't even know what it was.
He didn't know it was a phone.
He did not.
That's her phone.
He did not.
That's her phone.
But some of these kids have never seen a regular phone, though, y'all. They've never seen it.
Well, these are conversations like you remember, like you sit and have quality time with your children. Old school,
Yeah.
We'll talk about, old, like we used to talk about, we used to do like marbles, hopscotch, four squares,
Jack.
Dutch,
Jack. Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Kids, they looking like,
These kids don't want to play no damn games.
y'all in the house, y'all in the house 25 people in front of them damn monitors, damaging your eyes, picking
Yeah.
up stuff, all of
Yeah.
that. So that's where they're getting all of their respect from and all of their, they
Yeah,
can find
that's
it on the internet. They can, somebody that a stranger can tell you, you don't have to listen to your mom. You can do this, you can do that, and I can get you. And they sit there and get the waves get right on up in here.
Yep.
And if you're not constantly talking to your kids, praying over your kids, these are demonic spirits.
Yes.
And they coming through these waves, they coming, they're around, they're here. I don't care what nobody say.
Sorry, you are right. She said outside games that exert energy is the no now. These children don't even know nothing about outside.
Man, they too.
Yeah, do I have to go outside? Can I bring my son? Oh, it's too hot. We didn't have that. You bring your ass outside and look.
We stayed outside.
What they used to say?
If you want to, you staying in.
Don't be running back and forth inside my house. Let them damn sides in here.
Be running back and forth inside my house.
I used to wake up trying to go outside. Like, I don't want to stay in here. Be trying to make me wash dishes or something.
But but another thing is, and again, this is not a dog, we're not dogging out the parents or whatever. I mean, this is just, it's real talk. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Parents, they don't have time because they're busy doing whatever they got to do. Their social life. So it's like get a kid a iPad, get a kid a phone to get him out my way. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to take that time to spend quality time with your children because you want to push them off on the phone, push them off on the internet, push them off on all this kind of stuff, and then you like, if something going on, oh, not my baby. What did I do wrong? Well, you know what I'm saying? Well, you weren't there. You weren't giving that child attention. I recognize and notice the pimples on your nose.
Yeah. Natasha say I still put mine outside and tell them it's recess. You got to stay for at least an hour.
You got to.
And Cheryl say, hell, my mom's house had no air, just a fan. Well, yeah, back in the day, we didn't have.
Back in the day, yeah.
We had the.
If you had an AC unit, you was rich.
The window fan and the window unit air could.
The window unit, yes.
Yeah. And then that window unit, y'all know it only cooled off one room.
The same room as this.
One room.
Okay.
Either the den or the living room.
Or the living room. That's where it was.
And you're not gonna sit in the living room because the furniture is covered with plastic.
Girl, go ahead.
Your ass gonna slide. You sit in my living room with that crunchy ass.
Yep.
You couldn't sit in the living room.
Now listen, my mama furniture wasn't covered. That was grandma's house.
Okay.
Grandma's house was covered.
Yeah.
But but first of all, you wasn't sitting in the living room because that was even without the plastic, it was still good furniture. You couldn't be in there. And another thing, my mother. And another thing my mother did not allow is for us to come into her bedroom.
Really?
We couldn't go in my mom's bedroom. Like we could go in there, but that ain't a place you go hang. Like some kids, they go in there, and one thing my mama hated: do not sit on her bed.
Oh yeah.
They would bring her into it. Heavy, honey. You could not sit on mama, and especially if you done been outside with them.
Been outside. Yeah. Yeah.
You can't.
Hey, Tina Bridges.
Tina B, boss lady in the building.
Hey,
Boss lady.
you could not do that. You just couldn't. You just couldn't do that. So these kids, it's just different. It's different. Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it's different.
Yes.
For real.
I just repeat the bad thing. Don't sit. Oh, yeah. My mother didn't allow. First of all, when we went in her bedroom, it was just to ask her something, to talk to her, help her, check on her, whatever. But
Yeah.
it was just like her bedroom was off limits. Like for me, my kids, what you in my bed? What you in my room for? Now go in my room. Like what you in there for? Like why
Yeah.
would they need to come into your bedroom?
Well, that's a time of bonding. Sometimes it can be too, because if you're in your room, and again, that depends on the type of relationship you have with your child. Because if I'm in my room and my baby comes, they're grown. But if my baby come and gets at the foot of my bed or lay across, lay across my bed, or just that's a bonding. That's part of the time. But just to be in there, they're not gonna come in there unless they really want something. So it's either to ask a question or just time.
But that's how that's not how I was with my kids. Like y'all can come in. My mama just felt like that was her personal. I don't know what she felt, but she was just like, why y'all in my room? Stay out of my room. But I used to go in my mama room and steal her popcorn. Because we all know as kids, your parents always had something in that room that they had that you couldn't have.
My mom kept the Crunchy Munch.
That was it. That's what she.
The Crunchy Munch. She used to keep that hidden in her room.
Poppycock. My mama used to love poppycock.
Yep.
And she used to hide it in her room.
What's the candy, the hard candy? The peanut brittle. The
peanut brittle.
The old school peanut brittle, not the new school, the old.
I think what I really want to do, I really want to take my son to Africa.
To Africa?
So they can see how privileged they are. See how the people live. See the huts they live in.
They don't have to go to leave.
They gotta walk.
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
walking with no
it
shoes.
depends on what part of Africa you go to now, because
It's gonna be
some
the
of
worst
them over
part.
there living it up hostile.
I know. I wouldn't bring them to that part though. I want them to see. Well, they're grown now, but I think that some of these parents need to take their kids to these places. They too busy
Girl,
getting
just take them down there. Take them down there by the hospital, by Grady, and let them see the people under the bridge.
But see that ain't enough for. I don't think that's enough for today's kids. They
You don't think
need
so?
to-
Because it be kids down there living. That's where they live.
That ain't enough. That ain't enough. That ain't enough.
Let them volunteer at the soup kitchen.
I don't think it's enough. But take these kids to the shelters.
Yeah, to the shelters to volunteer,
I mean,
so they
yeah,
can see how kids and how they live every day, and they don't have their own nothing.
On anything.
But
Yeah.
you know what, to me, I don't think that would phase some of these kids though, because they know when they leave, they still have a lavish house to go to. They still have an iPhone 25,000 that they can use. They still have computers. They have all of this stuff. I don't really think it would phase them. I think they need to be somewhere where they have to live like these people live.
But what if they went to Africa? It would be the same. It's the same thing because they
It's
know
the same
that
thing.
I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna see what you want them to see. You know, this is how these people live. This is their in the back of their mind. They ain't paying that shit no attention because they know when they come back home.
They
to
got
the
a
States,
flight back
They got
home.
their shit. They got their stuff. They got their stuff.
But there's a show, I can't remember this show. It was on, I think maybe 2 seasons and then it went off. I can't remember it. But it was where they took these kids either to Africa or some part of Mexico or something. And they stayed there for a whole month. And they lived like those people live. Now, I'm not taking them just to see. I want you to live like these people are living. I want you to live in the sun. I want you to go over there in the grass and shit and wipe your ass with a leaf. I want you to see how these people are living and live like this for a month.
Yeah, the people don't sit downtown up under the bridge. They live. That's their name. All these kids are they shit. Take all of their cell phones, their computers, take all of that. Take them to the thrift store, and hey, I ain't dog the thrift store because I'm a thrifty, so I shop at the thrift store. But go find them something.
I'm just being real, baby.
Find them something to put on. You know what I'm saying? Not that they would normally wear.
Right.
Send their ass down up under the bridge for about a week.
With a backpack with one change of clothes in it.
No toothbrush, no hair comb, no nothing, no what, no nothing. If you, like I said, we ain't gotta go out of you gotta spend a whole lot of money out of the country. Send your ass down.
But see but listen, the reason why I said that is because
Tasha crazy.
yeah, she crazy. Huh? You can send them downtown, but guess what?
What?
They ain't gonna be down there because see, they're in the familiar, so they can find a way to use somebody's phone, call one of their friends, and do this. And see, when they're away from their familiar, it's gonna be different. You could take them down there under the bridge, and you could give them one thing, but I guarantee you, these young folks gonna find a way to call one of their friends
to come get them.
I mean, they can leave. They
don't have to go to another country, but they can go to another state where they don't know anybody. Because if you put them in a place where a familiar place, they gonna get out of it.
But here's the thing, though. But that's gonna let you know. You see what I'm saying? That's you been playing on my intelligence the whole time. I know you can. I know you got a hustle in you. I know you can. If when push comes to shove, I know you know how to grind. I know you know how to get it.
Yeah.
So now that you've shown me, so like you say, you're gonna get them downtown, and they're gonna be able to call their friend. This friend gonna call this friend. They're gonna get them connect.
Yeah.
You got these type of connect. Now we finna work. Now we finna work. I need you to use them same connect to get this shit done.
So how do we determine if we're raising our kids right or wrong? How do we determine that?
You spoke earlier and said you raised your boys just like I raised my students to the best of your ability. And like I said, first and foremost,
They do.
God is head.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because as they say, after that child, after he's 12, he's no longer your responsibility. Once they're 13, he belongs to God.
Yeah.
So you're raising them this whole time. And like I said, we say we give them, but we still hold on to them because they're our babies. But if you're instilling in them those qualities that were instilled in you and some of the stuff that you picked up, because everything wasn't, a lot of stuff we had to learn on our own as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we knew
For sure.
the biggest part that we knew that was going to make it. We saw what our grandparents did, what our parents did to make it. So we made sure that we instill this in our children. When push comes to shove, or when all else fails, this shit gonna get you through. So my children have never been in any type of trouble where I had to spend any type of money. They've never been locked up. They've never been arrested. They've never I've never had to get them out of situations. You know what I'm saying? I've never had to spend any money. My kids were, when they was around grown-ups and elders, they still do it to this day. It's yes, ma'am. Granted, I'll take a yes and a no. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to they gotta say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, no. There's still a way to do it and be respectful. So a yes and a no, but a and a what and a what?
What?
So
You didn't have that for what?
So I think, and then if you came in confrontation with my child or my children and you said something to them, you know how they raised. You will know how they have been raised. So in that answer, we know how they're been raised by the way they live in their lives today.
Yeah.
And that's just strictly how I feel. My grandson, I would take him to work with me when he would come up and visit as a little bitty, 4 years old. I would pick him into the call center, blanket, book, and little iPad. The office people never knew he was in there. They never knew he was in there. When he got older and I would bring him in, I would sit him up in the call center because they loved him. Never knew he was in there. I didn't even have a time. I told him just out of respect. But they never knew he was in there. He got older. When they talked to him, first thing he said, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, thank you. Thank you. It was always, and they look, first thing, especially these light-skinned people, the pilgrims. Oh my God. He's so memorable. He's so respectful. I said, do you know
But what is he supposed to be?
I said, do you know who his grandmother is? For one, I said, and what else is he supposed to do? I said, that's what he's doing, what he is supposed to do. When you raise your children and they're out from in your presence, you know if you've done right by the way other people look at your children.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree with that. You know.
Yeah.
They be like, damn, that's he a hair raiser, he this, he this, he that.
Yeah.
But then they go back to his mama was a hair raiser too.
See what I'm talking about?
So
That part.
So them apples don't fall that far from the tree.
At all.
So I think it's when you raise them to the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying? And not gave them everything that they wanted, but some of what they wanted and everything they needed. The tools to survive. It's about survival because we had to survive. They don't know how to survive. These days do not know how to survive. But I raised mine. Now you can call me, and I'm damn sure coming. But they didn't have it set up to where when I get there, it ain't a whole lot that mama got to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you raise your children, the reflection, because they say they are a reflection of you. They are a reflection of you all day long. All day long.
Yeah. And then, a lot of what I find today is a lot of parents don't teach different skills. Like they don't teach their kids how to cook no more. They don't teach their kids how to really clean a goddamn house. Because like my cousin, they're cleaning up after their kids. You find so many young women. I've come across so many young women that don't know how to cook. Like, girl, So how you gonna get a man?
My girls know how to cook.
How you gonna get a
My
husband?
girls, they know how to cook. Hey, you ain't gonna always
Girl, them lace fronts and then face full of makeup, and they make reservations. That's what they do.
And this is why I want to talk about this topic,
And the
because
BBL.
mom was getting food to cook, and her mom was like, "No, mom, we can order Uber Eats." Nigga, you ain't even got a job. You 10.
Right. Who money you using for Uber Eats?
He's been conditioned.
And I wanted to tell her that, but I ain't gonna have to fight and walk.
He's been conditioned to say, because what he at 10, how you know about Uber Eats? Hey, Queen, at 10, how do you? That's my baby. Hey, mommy. Hey, boo.
Hey, girl.
I should say very true, but unfortunately, you can do everything you can, but there are two parents, so sometimes one parent negates the teachings of the other.
Well,
That's a whole different topic right there.
That's a whole nother show. Yeah, that's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother show, Natasha.
And I can remember one time when I was a kid, I asked my daddy for something, and he said, "Go ask your mama."
Right.
And I went and asked my mama, and my mama said no. So I went back to my daddy, and my daddy was like, "Well, what your mama say?"
What your mama say?
She said no, and he said, "Well, it's no."
What is no? Yeah.
So, but then you have the parents that mama might say no, and they go to daddy, and daddy might be like, "Well, it's okay, baby. I'm gonna give it to you anyway."
Well, see,
Just don't tell your mama.
That's when they know how to manipulate the parents and the whole system.
They put her on that damn show. We talk about that. We will.
Yes, ma'am.
You got it, boo. We will.
Yeah.
But I
pull
just
you
thought
on
it was
the
I
shelf.
just thought it was a good topic to talk about, because things are so different from the way we were raised.
Nisha, after this, if you hear me listen, how do you feel that you were raised? My parenting skills. How do you feel that my parenting skills affect you in your daily as of right now? See if she's gonna answer that.
Cheryl says she hears some background noise. Who got their TV on?
Well, the feed is coming.
Yeah. Oh, it's coming from us. Hold on, let's see what's going on. We getting a feedback.
Is that me?
Wait,
I'll say it's feedback.
Oh.
Yes, please. Well, no, it's
because I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, every time we say something, we can hear it.
Oh, okay.
It's feedback. Yeah, we're not on the. Oh, it might be my phone that's giving the feedback. Hold on, let's see. Is it? Nope.
You got the volume up or something?
We turned it.
Misha answered.
Misha, no, the volume didn't change anything. I'm not sure why are we getting the feedback, y'all? I'm sorry.
Well, she said, my daughter said, well, for one thing, I know how you felt now that I have my own child.
And
that's what you said.
That's what you said. You just said that.
That's what you said.
It wasn't doing. I know it wasn't doing it before. I don't know what it is. I don't want to leave out and come back.
No, yeah.
It's the chips and salsa is what it is.
Girl, yeah, the chips and guacamole is good. I'm sorry,
so you think it is me?
I don't know why we're getting the feedback.
Natasha, Kiki Natasha said check your phone.
You see it here. Mm-hmm. So it's not me. Tell Tasha to check her phone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Your daughter said, but you did an amazing job with raising me. I often think about the things in my days now and be like, oh, mama was right. Oh, mama sure did say that. So I salute you, queen.
Oh Lord, she gonna start crying. Stop it, Misha.
But listen, and I understand, because one thing that I can appreciate too is before my mom died, like years before she died, I was able to go to my mom and say, Mom, everything you told me, I heard you. And I appreciate you and thank you for telling me. I was able to tell my mom that. A lot of people don't tell their parents that, and they don't get the opportunity to tell them that. But I'm glad that I got the opportunity to tell my mom before she left this world that I know I was a hard head. I was acting like I wasn't listening, but everything you told me, I heard you.
Yeah.
And I can apply it to my life now. You know, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't get that opportunity.
Well, the kids don't know how to say thank you. They don't say, they have no etiquette. They're lacking in so many places.
But how I feel about that is it came from mama.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times today, women and men don't know how to say I love you. I'm proud of you. I'm here for you, because they didn't get that from their mom and dad. So when you don't get that from your family or your parents, you don't know how to reciprocate that.
Okay, I agree to a certain extent. But when you know better, you do better. So because your parents, just say you were raised where there was not a lot of love in the home. There was no hugging, there was no I love you, there was no none of that. You get into a relationship, and the love is the person that you're with and the family members, they love on you. And first you're looking like, what is, you feeling some type of way, because like, is this what it's supposed to be? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to learn to say, well, you know what? Although I didn't get it, this is what it looks like. This is what that love looks like. And the person has to know, though, because I won't know that's how you feel unless it was spoken. You know what I'm saying? Because I would look at you as being, why she so reserved? Why she pulling back? Or why, what is it about me that you don't love? What is it about me that you don't like? It has nothing to do with me. But if you don't open up and tell me, and we don't have that conversation to say, well, you know what, baby, thank you for loving me. And I know it may seem like this, but I didn't get it. I don't know how. We got to be able to say, I don't know how. And then he said, well, you know what? Okay. So now you know better. But now we need to start. Then we do better.
But you got to think about the fact that they have to break that wall. Cheryl said, yes, kids hear us, and when the situation comes up, they think back to what parents have said. Yeah, they hear us because I was that way. I thought that, I was able to think back to the things that my mom had told me and talked to me about. But also, like I said, I was just happy that I got the opportunity to say to her, man, thank you, Mom. I heard you. Even though I act like I wasn't listening, I heard you, man, and thank you.
And that's a beautiful thing. That's why I do that. Absolutely. That's why my children and I love the grown-ness, the adultness. I love the bond that we have now. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because I can look at my son and say, man, I'm proud of you. My daughter, I'm proud of you. And they reciprocated. They telling me, right. Mama, you doing your thing, man. I'm so proud of you. I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying? So, because they're still watching us.
Yeah, they're still watching. Absolutely. They never stop. They never stop.
What you say, Nisa?
I have the same conversation with my sisters, and actually, Kiki, me and you have talked about this a little bit, but because me and my sisters are 16 years apart. So, like, I had a good hand in, like, kind of raising them a little bit, because I was grown and gone, and they were still kids. And to a certain extent, I kind of stepped in as kind of like big sister / mom. And we were able to have a conversation as adults, so to speak, because they grown, married with kids now. And they were like, there were a lot of times that they were doing stuff, and I'm trying to tell them, like, listen, everything you think you might want to do, I've already done it. And was good at it. Now, I'm telling you, if you think you want to do it, talk to me first, and I can tell you if it's gonna work or not. And of course, like you said, they had to learn on their own. And when they got to a point to where they were like, "Dang, KK did say that," da 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 da, we actually had that conversation a couple of years ago, and they were basically like, thank you for telling us. We heard you, but we had to figure it out for ourselves. And so, and now both of them have girls and boys. So now they getting to see, and they make those same comments. Dang, yeah, ooh, Lord, I see what you was talking about. It's like, you got yourself twice, didn't you? Got your own personality twice. There you go. Now you know.
And our parents used to tell us that. Like my mom used to tell me that. I was, when I got up in age, I was doing a little bit of everything, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I was not a good child.
I got a story I never tell out loud.
Look, I wasn't disrespectful to my mom or anything like that. But when I got of age, that I was able to go to clubs and stuff like that, like I would hang out all night. I wasn't a smoker. I didn't smoke weed or none of that stuff. But I was a drinker. I did like my little drink. I wasn't a drunk. I didn't do that. But just, I was really hanging out, and my mom was like, "You gotta stop hanging in the streets, girl. Don't no man want a woman hanging in the streets all hour of the night. If you're hanging in the street after 1 o'clock in the morning, ain't nothing open for you."
Ain't nothing open but 7-Eleven.
And I was like, "Mom, ain't out there doing nothing. I'm just saying." And I was always with my girls. I was saying with my girls. The daughter said, honestly, it's not that we, and I say we because I am younger, that we are not listening. Trust me here, you as our parents, but sometimes we, wait, she said, hold on, press see more. She said, sometimes we still want to figure things out on our own. We have to bump our heads to learn. And you know what? It's funny you say that, because one of my sons told me that. He was like, "Mom, just let me figure it out on my own." And I'm like, I hear you.
But you don't want them to.
But I don't want you to.
Because you know what the bump on the head feels like.
Why? That's the thing, Jaquik. That's the protection. Right.
We know what that knot feels like.
Man.
So we don't want you to take that knot.
Right.
Because we already had it. We had that knot. Yeah. So we're gonna always be in a protective plan. Like, you're absolutely right, me. You do. I mean, sometimes they like you say, they want to. Yeah. Oh, I got it. Let me just figure it out. Let me just, let me fall on my own.
Understandable. Yeah.
let me fall on my own.
Yeah.
But as a parent, you don't want to see your children fall. You want to be always there to cushion that blow. So that's what we tell you. You know what? I'm telling you for your own good. That's it. Or I don't want you to do what I did, or I don't want you to have to go through what I've been through. We don't want that for you, but we get it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're saying, because once you bump your head and that knot swells, guess who gonna come and put that, what you say, that butter knife on? And then you come back and say, "Well, you know what, Mom? Here's the knot. You know what? You talking about this knot right here." And we don't want to say, "Well, you know what? I told you so." Because I do. I'm sorry, I'm not that much. So we'll be like, "Well, you know what? I'm not that. I mean, I told your ass. I'm not that pacified. I'm not that pacified, Mama. I'm not. Especially if I told you something. I told you. I told you this was gonna happen. You should have listened." And as a parent, y'all, right? Listen, but as a parent, y'all, I still don't feel like I know everything. We don't, because I'm constantly learning. But what the thing that I do know, if I see you going through something that I've been through, again, we don't want you to have to get that bump on your head. But the fact is, we still, as long as we live, we're going to continue to learn. But we've been your age, so that's what we're just telling you. Yes, we're still learning at our age, but we've been your age. So some of the things that we had to go through at your age, we don't want you to do that. We don't want you to go through that. So we try to teach you what we've learned. And here is where it comes where we can talk about generational curses and generational things that should be broken or stopped.
Yes.
So I feel like what my mom went through, I should level up from what she went through. Then my kids to level up from what I went through. So you gotta bring certain, I don't say generational curses, I say generational cycle. Because it's a cycle if you don't change things in your family. It's just a cycle. It's like the washing machine just going round and round and round. And everybody and nobody's changing anything. So you have to change things. And that change comes with like not letting our kids bump our head because we did it.
But you know what? Because you said that, Misha, because I like when you said that you want to figure things out on your own. Well, when you do that, you know, as a parent, then have a solution. So here's the thing, you know, you say, Mom, I want to figure this out on my own. Here's what I'm gonna do. You see what I'm saying? So it plays on both parts. You're like, okay, Ma, I hear you. Let me try to figure this out. But this is what I'm thinking about. So,
but they're not gonna do that because they don't want you to say, well, maybe you should do it this, because I'm that mom. If you tell me, okay, Mom, let me figure it out and I'm gonna do it this way. But you know, if you know a better way, you're gonna say it.
But a better way might not be a better way for them. That's our better way. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Depending on the situation, it's our better way. No, I'm gonna allow her to let me know what you come up with.
But her solution.
What's your solution to the figuring this out? Okay,
Yeah.
Mom, this is what I say. I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. Now, if you ask me for my opinion, I'm gonna give it to you. See, that's what we have to. If you say this is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say okay.
Right.
Because she didn't ask me for my opinion. Because if she asked me for my opinion, I'm gonna say, well, this is what you say you're gonna do. Okay, well, this is how I feel. X, Y, Z. Now she got a choice. If she don't give me that choice, I mean, if she don't give it to me, then go ahead, baby. You know, have that. And then when she's done it, and she come back and say, well, Mom, you know what? You know, I tried it and it didn't work. Now, what do you think I should do?
Yeah.
Because again, they're growing and they're growing into their own person, and they're growing into their own people. So we have to, we got as parents, you know, although it's hard, we have to allow them to, because we did, and we turned out.
It's hard for me. I just, and that's where that protection part for me comes in with my kids. I just want to protect them so much. I know what I've been through. And I just want to protect them from that. So, and I'm learning. Well, I've learned that. I didn't used to be like that. I've learned that. And they be like, Mom, let me do. I'm like, boy, I'm telling you, you know. And that's just how I was. And thankful for V, she was the one that said, Kat, you gotta let them do their own thing. You gotta they gotta turn along. And I be like, okay. And I be right on their phone. Baby, it's the mama thing. And she be like, didn't I tell you leave the damn church alone? And see, and it's gotten to the point where, and I hate it, but I still am okay with it because they have somebody to go to. They'll go to V before they come to me. And V had to tell me, well, you know, Sean called me and he wanted to, why the fuck you call me like, you know, he was like, because you don't want to listen. It ain't even the voice of reason. You don't want to listen to them. But I listen to them, but I still say, well, I think, and so they feel like I'm not listening because they want to get me.
Well, you know what? I know that your mom said that she probably, but this is, you know, did you come to me? At least they got somebody to come. Right. And that's what I said. I don't like it, but at least they have somebody positive. But they're going to be, they'll call V. They'll call her in V.
That's good.
And she be like, well, why you didn't call you my, man, you know that lady. That's how they talk to me. You know that lady crazy. And I'm okay with that. As long as they're able to talk to somebody about their issues or whatever they need help with, and they're not just giving them what they want to hear. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At least, you know what I'm saying? And so you gotta have a balance. Absolutely. You gotta have a balance. Absolutely.
Gotta
but
have a balance.
Like I said, it's a difference when you, because they say the words say when a child child is small, they're on your lap, and when they get older, they're on your heart.
Yeah.
So we try to nurture them and do as much as we can when they're so small.
Absolutely.
And that's why I say it's all about how you raise them to the best of you could. You know what I'm saying? And when they grow old, my daughter, you can look back and I didn't feed her any of this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she didn't. I didn't feed her any of this, but that's when you know.
Yeah.
You can toot your own horn and then you play, you know what? In this lifetime I did something right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I raised damn good kids.
So Lisa, we need you to go have a baby so you can know what it's like.
What happened?
Your daughter says she's not old. She says she ain't old. Nisa, we need you to go have a baby so you can know what it's like, these parenting skills.
I've already done that. I did that already with the babies. I had my sisters came to us as newborns, straight out the hospital.
No, but you gotta have your own. It's not the same.
No. Those days are over. Those days are over. No. Look, they twins. I already had that experience. Two at one time. I'm good.
That is hilarious.
But see, you have to have that lifelong attachment.
Huh?
You have to have that lifelong attachment.
We got a lifelong attachment.
No, but it's different because it's not yours.
Okay. Well, I mean, they're adopted. They're, I mean, what you?
Oh, you joking? Who is this?
I mean, it's you can look at that two different ways. My sisters are my babies.
Yeah.
But now they know they biological, but they will always be mine and my mama's and our whole family. Mm-hmm. But even though they're not biologically connected to us, it's the same thing.
The same thing.
Now that equipment it don't work.
I wish we still had some of those. I know, babe, I'm just messing with you. I wish we still had some of those praying grandmas, you know.
Oh yeah.
I am one. I pray over my kids, my grandkids. I pray over my family on a daily. You know, my mother was there for me because I know there's a lot of times my child should have been probably locked up or dead somewhere.
Talk about it.
Being in situations. And when you have those praying mamas and those praying grandmas, trust me, you wonder how you got out of something.
Baby.
And that's because you had that woman in that closet or on her knees, or like my grandma used, my great grandma used to be on that in that kitchen on her knees, baby. We don't have that anymore.
We don't. We be out here dropping it like it's warm.
Lukewarm. Child, mine cold. But you know,
but we don't. Nobody. I can't say nobody because I can't speak for anybody. But just across the board for that whole grandparent generation, it's like the prayer life and all of that. It's not the same.
No,
it's not the same. I mean, ain't nobody's grandmother, but as an auntie, older, this generation. I mean, I have a prayer life. I know how to pray and all of that, but no, I'm not in the Bible with, doing all that like my aunts and my grandmother used to do. I just not.
Yeah. I mean, You just people just don't pray like they used to. People don't even go to church like they used to.
I know. I
And since COVID, it was a lot of restrictions.
Yeah.
And then once you kind of start coming out of it, it was kind of being taken away. Some of it was the restriction was kind of being taken out of context. Because you want everybody to be protected, you do. But some of the churches were asking for, my thing was they were asking for a little bit too much. Like, when you come in, you need to show your card.
Oh,
You need to show your card, and then, but and these are, you got members that you want them to show their card, but then when you have a funeral for strangers and you don't know these people, you don't get, you know what I'm saying? You're not asking for their cards. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not. It was just a lot that was going on. A lot of stuff. It was a lot.
wow. Well, I didn't know they were asking for cards.
I mean, when it, like I said, when COVID, I guess kind of like after the 2.5-year mark, when people started opening, being back outside a little bit more,
Yeah.
it was, they was being, still trying to be overprotective, because again, as a church, if something happens or somebody, somebody catch cold or somebody died, if they put it on your church, the church is liable.
Cheryl said the church now is so different. It is. It really is. But I think even before COVID, a lot of people weren't going to church because now they're broadcasting it. Back in the day, we didn't have broadcast in church.
I know.
And then you went to church. You went to morning service and you went to night service.
stayed all day.
Bible study every Wednesday or Thursday or whenever they did it. But
Vacation Bible school.
oh God, I love vacation Bible school.
That was the summertime right there.
Yeah, but people just don't do that anymore. And I don't know why a lot of people just stop going to church. Not to say that they're not Christians and they don't pray and they don't have their prayer time and all that. They just don't do it in the house of the Lord. And why? I don't know.
Because I think again, just opinion, but some people are going for the wrong reason.
Absolutely.
And then there's so much going on in the pulpit.
Amen.
There's a lot of pastors doing more than pastoring. They're laying hands where they shouldn't be laying hands. It's just not. It's just not old school anymore. They're like, you can't pray for me when you can't PRAY for me when you PRAY for this girl over here. You can't talk about it.
You better talk about it.
You can't pray against something. You can't do those. So people like, I'm coming to get the word. I'm coming to get fed spiritually. And you looking at him and he looking at you so and so, and you looking like he ain't even paying me no attention. He ain't even, he's not feeding me. And then you go on, start church hopping, church, and then you're like, you know what? I know who God is. You know what I'm saying? God is church is in. There's nothing wrong with going into the house.
Right. Cheryl said in the 50s, we actually, I wasn't even born. You 20 years before my time, baby. She said in the 50s, we actually had radio segments where preachers preached on the radio and religious music was played.
Yeah.
So, I don't remember that, Cheryl. I'm only 52 next Tuesday. But and now it's even better now, Cheryl, like they have the broadcast while they're actually doing it live. So a lot of people, and I feel like I go to church, but I feel like this. I don't have to be in the house of the Lord to praise God. So
he's within you, but I like
you.
Like they going to that. It's just something about being inside those walls of that church.
It does.
It is. It's just.
But they made us go. Even if we didn't want to go, we didn't have a choice. You did not. They made us go.
You gonna get that word. Whether you was paying attention to it or not, you gonna get that word.
We had to go, and I think today they don't force their kids to go to church.
They don't go. It's like, and people. There's another cliche they say, well, you gonna force them to go to church, but you ain't gonna make them go to school.
But first of all, I shouldn't have to make you go to school. You going your ass to school.
But you could, but I'm saying, no, I'm sorry, you forced them, you make them now, they didn't like, you don't make them, you say they got to go to school. But when they say they don't feel like going to church, it's okay. Now, we didn't have a choice back in the day.
We did it.
But now, like I say,
We didn't have a
lot of kids now are given too many choices. So it's not you either gonna do this or not. It's like, well, you ain't got to go, but you know, if you don't want to, if you don't feel like it, they looking like, okay, if it's that easy, then you go. I ain't going.
My mama was like, time to get up and go to church. We gotta leave in an hour. You better be dressed and sitting in that living room ready to go to church. Okay.
And even if you went to visit somebody and you didn't have no church clothes, they will pull something out the closet, put on you.
You better preach me something.
If you went to church in your auntie's long dress that was too big for you, oh well, you should have brought something because you knew you had to go to church.
And them extra long stockings that it looked like you had wrinkles on your ankles.
And I slipped, I was singing.
Cheryl said, just telling you how it was, not just on Sunday either. Oh, it was a daily segment. Oh, wow. Then on Sunday, it was all day preaching. So even then, you didn't have to go into the church building. She said, y'all gonna quit slick joining me out about my age. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We have you good. You know, Tony, you and no, I was just saying that was a little bit before my time. I promise you, I wasn't Johnny. I was just saying that's a little bit before my time. Mother,
all them curves, all them bang bang piles she got going on.
Yeah. Listen, we wasn't. I was just saying that was before my time, and I didn't know that they actually had that back then. I thought that this was something. I thought that during the live stream and stuff, I thought that was something new. But now you're informing us that we late. We did that already.
But the difference
been there, done that, So now you making us feel bad. No, I'm just kidding. But it's like, and my mama used to tell me all the time, y'all think y'all got something new? We've been wearing that for years.
Oh yeah.
It's a cycle. The clothes come back. Unfortunately, the music doesn't come back. Right. Unfortunately, the music doesn't come back, but the clothes and the shoes and the jelly beans, and remember the jelly beans? Yeah, I had every color. But all of that stuff that we've had, it comes back. It's just full circle. It comes back.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know the parents, but get on your job. Spare the ride, spoil a child. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We ain't got we good. We good. Can I get something to start out? Yeah. Don't get a shot. Start out the class of 2023. Oh, graduates. Yeah.
Congratulations to the nieces and nephews of TLA.
All right, nieces and nephews.
The cousins, and because these kids nowadays, it's really been a struggle.
It has
to get these kids across that line.
It really has.
I've been seeing a lot of videos where these kids are like nutting up. They just like acting a fool, but give it to them. You know what I'm saying? It's been rough, and the fact that your child is actually decided to stick in there, stay with it, and they walk across that line. And these times, right now, man, let that child dance through the quick walk across that stage, backwards flip across that stage. Allow them to praise.
To celebrate.
Man, give it to them. Let them celebrate. Yeah, give it to them. Give it to them. Give it to them.
It's a
celebrate. It is a celebrate.
Anybody got you ain't you say
well, I mean, that's a couple shout outs. Congratulations to the class of
2023.
Look, I have a t-shirt I was gonna wear today, but it says senior things. I didn't realize I had class 23 because I was gonna make a statement. But for senior things, because I am a senior. Anybody over 50, I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear it next week. It says
Shout out to
it's
AARP.
gonna say senior things.
What you said?
Shouts out to AARP.
Hey,
Listen, while y'all playing, I can't wait till I'm 55 to get my 15-cent coffee.
you can get it now.
I'm getting up. I get my 15-cent coffee.
You got your ARP?
I do.
What get it?
Oh,
What's she waiting on?
why she waiting to 55? You really consider you a senior.
Girl,
Baby, you know they say senior moment? No, senior
I
thing.
pull my card out every time I go somewhere to eat. Do y'all take this? Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Yeah. I ain't know how to use it yet.
Hey, you need to put that thing down like you playing spades.
I pull my
Yes, indeed. Yes,
I pull
indeed.
both of these out. Like which one y'all take? VA or A?
These little get the discount, baby.
Baby, well, I'm sure gonna be using my card and I ain't know how to use it now. Yeah. Yes, honey.
Been awesome.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I that lady, I wanted to talk about more on mental health tonight, but when that lady said that, it's just something that just got me. And then another thing, like I was watching Sherry. I love Sherry Shepherd, y'all. So I watched her little talk show, and she was saying how, oh dang, I forgot her son's name. How he went to football game with one of his friends. He
Jeffrey.
brought a jersey for him and the friend.
Okay.
And Sherry was like, well, why you spend so much money? And he said, and she was like, that's not your money. That's his Apple Pay. But she got him Apple Pay. So he just spent
So he don't
$200 on 2 jerseys. And she like, but what is his name? She said, that's not your Jeffrey. That's it, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, that's not your money.
Is it on his card?
He got an Apple Pay, but the Apple is her money.
Did she tell
Did you see that show?
I didn't see that one, but I watch it every now and then.
Yeah, and he just is spending but he done brought this girl and a girl.
Oh, yeah.
He done brought the girl a jersey with her Apple Pay. Like,
Well,
no money.
they didn't have that conversation.
So you gotta be specific.
You gotta have that conversation.
You gotta be absolutely clear with these children. First of all, my kids ain't on my Google Pay, and they better not spend my damn money.
You know what?
My Google Pay. Or what is it? Google Pay?
Yeah.
Samsung Pay. What the hell is it?
Google Pay. It is.
It's Google Pay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm right. Oh, I like shit. What the hell is it?
It ain't Apple Pay, it is Google Pay.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be tapping my money. No. But that goes back to the entitlement of the kid because
And
he
you
has
just-
access to his mother's money,
Yeah.
so he felt entitled.
He sure did. And he felt that he extend that entitlement to his friend.
But it wasn't even like he bought a sandwich. The $20 meal. The jersey was over $100. Jeffrey's 10. He's 10.
Okay. But Sherry fault.
He's 10.
It's her fault.
But again, that's it. But no, it's entitlement. You you know that ain't no damn money. Now it's
But
okay if you buy you a jersey, but what makes you feel like you can buy? No, she was okay with him buying him a jersey, but what she had
Right.
a problem with is him buying his friend another $100 jersey.
that's a
What was
conversation.
okay for him to go get the jersey? He went to the game with the little girl and her father. So he had already told his mom he wanted a jersey. She was like, okay, you get the jersey, you buy your food. But when he brought his jersey, he bought her one.
Now, and I'm sure. See, but that's what I'm saying. She allowed him, this
Right.
10-year-old, to
Right.
make that decision.
Right.
You don't give that 10-year-old that decision. You gave
Right.
him access to this
Right.
money, and at 10 years old, you gave him access. You told him, go get what you want. Pretty much. Because that's what you open. You open that. You
Get
open
what
that
you
box.
want for you, though.
No. Because he's 10. He's 10. He shouldn't be going and shopping and getting no damn $100 jersey anyway. A
Right.
parent should have been with him so she could say, well, you know what? Hey, that's not okay. Or she could have monitored. But if you're just gonna allow him to just do that,
He got her Apple Pay on his phone. She said they were always buying something with her money.
okay, well,
Right.
there you
That's
have it. That's her fault. At 10 years old, now, if you was going to say 15 or 16,
He's 10.
no way.
He's a young boy. He's like 10.
So when he gets 16, I'm sorry, I take that back, 17. See, the shit finna get bigger
Yeah.
because he got access.
Mm-hmm.
And if
And
she's okay with him going on his own to buy $100 jersey, and I know jerseys are expensive, so y'all, I ain't cheap like that. So don't y'all think I'm just saying it because I'm cheap. But she allowed this 10-year-old to have that type of access to that type of money. So he
Right.
has no limit. If she'd have said, look, you got this money, but you can only spend $100.
Exactly.
Then he said, well, you know what? Well, I guess I can buy me a $20 jersey, and I get my 20, and I get it for, I get both of us a $20 jersey. But if there's no limit, then he felt that he could do what he wanted to do. So she can't get mad because she gave him that access. That's my opinion. And before I take it back, I'll add more to it.
Good night, Cheryl. She so enjoyed this segment, but you have to go. Good night to you, young lady. Have a good night. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Well, like I said, that's just my opinion. So, but yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Huh?
I'm with you on that.
Because he's 13, and when he gets 13, like you say, the shit about to hit the face.
And it probably will, but I don't know. But again, for me, it's not your money.
No, you don't.
So I feel like entitlement.
No, you
No.
don't. No, you don't.
No.
You don't know that's not your money.
That's different.
Your money.
But you ain't got no.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
I know. But I know your mama also know you 10 years old, and you should have that type of access for that type of money because it's loan
Right.
money. It ain't no limit.
Ain't no limit.
And when there's no limit,
Okay, well, I guess.
when there ain't no limit, what's no limit?
Masterpiece.
When there's no limit, and he felt okay. Now, did he know he was doing wrong? Yes and no, because she didn't say. Because she didn't say. She didn't say, I want you to go and get only you. She didn't say this is just for you. Now, granted, again, I say he knew what he was doing because, come on now, you have no damn business. Like, for real. Getting this little girl no jersey. You knew that.
Right.
You knew.
Mm-hmm.
But if there was no limitation to that, then he felt shit. even though I know she gave it to me. So it's it's a catch-22.
Right.
You know, a kid know when they're doing wrong.
They know when they're doing wrong.
But because she did not set no boundaries and no limits to it, he felt he was good.
Now, since you put it that way, I get it.
Yeah.
Since you put it that way, I get it. Because she didn't say, Jeffrey, you going to this game, you know you got my Apple Pay. Your limit is $100, like you said. And knowing Cheryl, she probably didn't say that. So he feels like you don't have a limit.
Right. Small kids. The daddy was not there. I'll almost guarantee you them two went in that store by themselves. The dad was sitting over there waiting on them to come out of that store. He saw that jersey. He was like, "No," and she said,
Yeah. And he was like, okay.
My mama not gonna care.
Yeah, he probably, and you know he probably said that too. Yeah.
He know who his mama is too. So they manipulated that whole system.
Wow.
The daddy should have said,
I'm gonna call your mama and see if she know you about to buy $200 worth of kids. Okay, that would have been me. And or either I would have been like, give me one too.
That part.
That part. Or not allow your daughter to accept that.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't have allowed my right.
Do your mama know you finna spend this? Oh, put that back. But he was not in the store. You let two children under the age of 13 go into a store and wreak havoc. Too bad they didn't, do a whole lot of damage, but shit, that's still damage enough.
Right. And talking about bringing things back, like, don't bring nothing from school in your mama's house that she didn't give you or she didn't buy for you. Look at Kiki. Kiki. Don't bring nothing in my house that I didn't buy you or I didn't give you.
But see, again,
because you're going to get a whipping.
That goes to paying attention to your children. Oh, yeah. And then, but seeing the kids, they think you ain't paying attention. Now, this bracelet right here, this belongs to somebody else. I done walked in the house. I'm just saying, I'm walking in the house. Hey, baby, hey, what's that?
Right.
It's a bracelet.
Where you
from?
Yeah.
Oh, my friend had, who's your friend? Do her take it off. And you gonna take that back.
Right.
Take it right.
Right. And it better be like, because we gonna drive to whoever house.
Book bag got shit in it that belong to 2 or 3 other people. Don't bring nobody else stuff up in my house.
My mama didn't do that.
Listen, my grandson, true story. I don't know if my daughter's still on here. My grandson, of course, he has the iPhone. One of the iPhones. It's on her account. It's tracked. Okay. Somebody stole his phone out of the gym. Okay. He gets home. He couldn't find his phone. He told my daughter that somebody had stole his phone. She said, well, okay, he's gonna track it. They done tracked it. Now, granted, look, the phone is traveling, y'all. The phone went from the gym to out in the courtyard, up the street, around the corner, and then it went off. Huh? They calling the phone. It's going like, how you cut a phone off? Because you know it ain't yours. The tracker's still on. The tracker's still on. So they tracked it to this little somebody's house. And my daughter say, I'm here because my son's phone was stolen and it's showing up in your house. What you mean?
But you know
what I mean is my son's phone was stolen and it's tracked and it's in your house.
Right.
I don't wait my phone to be up his phone to be able to, I don't even know what you're talking about. I said, okay, well no, let me show you. It's showing. call it. You done turned the phone. You like you done turned the phone off. So it's going direct. You know what I'm saying? Like it's dead. It's going directly to voicemail. But it went from here. It went from here to here to here, and wound up at your house. I should have told you to call. You call the kids. Hey,
Chicago bus.
come here. Which way is it? So now you questioning the kid. I didn't even go that way. I mean, I didn't even do this. Or I didn't even do that. Go get your book bag. You don't know how the damn phone wound up in your book bag. She say, my daughter said, "That's okay. I had a police come and get it because you didn't want it. You didn't want to get it. We'll get the police to take care of it. Not all of a sudden it appeared.
Because you said police. Because the police got the right to come into the house because they track the
knows. But you was about to defend your child, knowing that they had stolen somebody else's stuff.
Yeah. I mean, some of these parents today are just like, I just want to know who their parents were. Because, you know, when my kids were younger and they were in school, I checked book bags, I checked closets, I checked drawers. You better not have nothing in here that does not belong to you or that I did not find.
That part.
I don't, and they be like, as soon as they press the button, my friend Jerry gave it to me. Okay, well, give Jerry his shit back.
Yeah, give it back to me.
Because what I want to know, because I never given it to you. Because Jerry, mom might be looking for it. Jerry gave you a watch? He said, we can give you a watch. Just like Jeffrey gave it a
Jeffrey gave it. I mean, it's just, times have just changed.
They are not paying attention.
They're not
involved.
Not involved.
Kids, not they're not paying attention, but they're definitely not involved
in their kids'
in what these kids got going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, like you say, it used to be a fact where I would never say what my child would not do.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier. Because you don't know when they out your sight.
Yeah.
What these kids are doing.
And no matter how right you raised them, no matter how straight of a path they were on, no matter how many months and Sundays they went to church, when they're not, and again, I know my sons are not going to steal, they're not going to kill nobody. Outside of that,
we can just,
I don't know. It's like to say his Uncle Man Bernie Mac. You know, outside of that, I don't know what my kids gonna do when they're not around.
That's my son. That's my daughter. They on video.
But and that goes back to say about that privilege when they don't really know their privilege. Like the TV, how the TV went on. Back then, how we had beepers, but now they have cell phones. You know, how we had to catch the bus, but now they own cars at 15 and 16 years old. So they don't even realize how privileged that they are.
Yeah, but the parents, like I said, they want their kids to have what, because it's what they see.
Yeah.
You know, friends, because I don't want my son to be talking about it. I want my daughter to feel some type of way if she don't have what the next person have. Let me tell you, before I had my kids' school to go into uniform, because of course before they is wearing the clothes and everything like that. And I told my kids, I said, you know what we're not gonna have is kids y'all competing. Yeah, because I know what I'm a single parent. I got 2 children, and I know what my money look like. Right. So all this trying to be like the next person, be like this person, be like, I said, we're not doing that.
Not keeping.
I tell you what, we're gonna buy uniforms. Y'all didn't want, you gotta get your clothes together. You don't want to get your clothes together. You don't want to do that. I'll put their ass in uniform. School wasn't even in uniform. Wow. Guess what? The next year, school was in uniform. Why? Because we don't need to keep, every time you get up, you got to figure out what you're gonna wear, what you're gonna do this, and then you come. The kids, it's too much. It's too much. Comparing, you worried about the name brand and all this because it's too much. These kids up under so much pressure.
Right. Well, see, we couldn't iron every morning. On Sundays, we had to iron our clothes for the week. So you knew, and you could not be changing up. And my mama better not see you putting no ironing board up at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh no, didn't you iron clothes for the week? Well, you better figure it out.
Shit, they then they got to a point where they just stick it in the dryer. They don't even iron no more. They just,
These kids don't do. They don't iron no more. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't iron either, but like talking about it. But
now, if I had my iron board, it stayed up. That was one thing I did.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take it down.
Yeah.
I kept it up.
But you know, they don't iron anymore.
Yep.
They don't. They oh Jesus and the comb in the hair.
What is that?
They don't comb their hair no more. Jesus, they don't comb their hair.
That's because the bonnet is an accessory now. The bonnet matches the pajamas.
But the boys too.
I know.
I be like, boy, now you know you need to go comb your goddamn hair. But society say it's okay.
Yeah.
And certain things are okay,
Mama
but
say it's not.
Mama say you ain't leaving out my house like that. Now, when you get out there, you can mess it up. You do whatever you want.
You are still a reflection of me. And what you not gonna do is have Quana and Nisa talking about my ass. Talking about, ooh, Kiki, that's Kiki child right there. Look, you wouldn't.
But guess what? They don't even do that no more. They don't care.
They do
Because
I
when
know.
we were coming up, it would be said like that.
It mattered.
Like our kids, they'd be like, "Not Quana, no, she should have let that boy out that house with his head looking like that."
It mattered.
So then you're being talked about. But today's time, they don't care because that there it goes. We don't have that village anymore.
Nope.
We don't have that village anymore. Because if we had that village, baby, they'd have been like, boy, now I know Shirley don't know you out that house looking like, get your butt back in there.
Come here.
Come
here.
Oh, that's the other one.
Come here. Ma'am. So you out there cutting up, acting the fool. So, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Come here. Come sit right here.
Yep. Yep. That's it. Because they just, man, it's just like, and then the way this would be another topic too. The way these parents are dressing their young girls and allowing them to dress. That's a whole nother show. Kiki scratching her head on that one. That's a whole nother show. Some of the things these little young girls are wearing, they should not be. Yeah. Now I ain't gonna lie. When I was 8, I think I was 19, and I used to go out. I used to roll my little slinky dress up and put it in my purse and change when I got out. But when I got 21, 22, then I was allowed to wear my little slinky dresses and with taste though. With taste. But it was hard because I ain't never liked clothes anyway. I prefer to be naked. I wish I could live on a nudist campus because I don't really like no clothes.
Oh, you sitting next to the right person.
I have limited underwear because I don't wear them. I don't like them. But it is what it is.
You're not talking about me, are you? I stay covered in the blood.
Okay.
I said, wait.
And she out. Oh, and she's back. But when you're of age, you can do that though. And it. Well, I ain't gonna lie, some of my dresses, you be like, why you even got that on? You just need to just go on. Well, I don't have clothes. I really don't. I wish I could live on the nudist campus. I swear, I wish I could. I don't like no damn clothes. I hate clothes. I really do. I've been to a nudist campus before, so it's really fun. It's nice. Y'all need to try it.
I went to Dayton. I don't want to go.
No, I went to a nudist. Well, I seen this little white man. His little peepee was like 2 inches, and his little things was hanging. But that's for another show. Look at this. Oh, Oh Lord, she gone. She gone, now she back, y'all.
Oh my God. No.
You try it, boo. Ain't nothing wrong with a nudist campus. I don't like no damn clothes, okay?
Mm-mm.
I only put them on because I don't want to go to jail.
I don't be wanting to look at myself sometimes for looking at somebody.
I'm trying to look out.
I think it was two. It was I don't know if it was a TikTok. There was a video with the chick in the mall with the dress on and her cabbage patch was out.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
And
Now
she
that's
was walking through it. She was walking through that, and somebody was like literally recording her, and she was like, "Oh, so I mean, there's more. I got more. Y'all want to see more?" Literally, the dress she had on was fitted, and it was like it was open, like the thigh was out.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, all that was out.
Oh, that's nasty.
Her fur baby was out.
Oh, she had. Oh, that's nasty. Now that's right.
And then the one that was in the pool that took the picture that was posing like this alongside the pool, and it was just top and all this. I was like, what is going on with us?
I don't know. I don't like no clothes. I just wear them, y'all.
But this ain't, but you have to put some clothes.
Yeah, you got to put. I mean, anytime you walk in the streets of the United States of America, you gotta have some clothes on, or you're going to jail. Except for the nudist campus, y'all. Nudist campus. We gotta go. We need to go do a podcast at the nudist campus. I don't think so. We need to do a podcast at the nudist campus.
And she is temple. Pink.
Oh, no.
Okay.
People, this show is uncut and uncensored. So if we say something to offend you, don't come back.
It's time. It's bedtime. That's what it is. You know, sometimes you get delirious.
But no, I mean seriously though, you should be of age before you can wear certain things, and I think these parents, or especially the little girls, they are making these little girls grown before their time, and then when something happens to them, the first thing well, you've been putting all these clothes on her and makeup on her since she was 10. What did you expect? But
Right.
again, that's another show.
That's another.
That's a whole nother show. But that goes along with the parenting, and knowing what your kids are doing, knowing how they leave your house.
Yep.
Now, because just like you said, you hid your shit.
I was 20. I was 19 and 20. I could have rightly wore it, but I knew my mama didn't. I knew she wasn't gonna like it.
Well, now now kids, everything is acceptable. You know what I'm saying? We're making so much acceptable now until they feel that, hey, I can. Yeah, everything is acceptable now. So
Yeah.
it's like, why would you? And I mean, like you said, I wouldn't allow it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't allow my children. But it's what's in. It's acceptable. And why would you not allow your child to be accepted in society? Why would you want people talking about your child? Why? And even if you try to be strict, that child, like you said, you think they're gonna roll that shit up and tuck it. You know good and damn well your child don't walk around with no damn skirt at her ankles. So where's she going with that on? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta. Oh, I'm just going to the library with Jessica. With that on. And then those parents be like, okay, well, pick a good book out and leave it alone. Soon as you get to Jessica's house, hey, Twana, did you know such and such was over here? That was back in the day. Yeah, because they made sure. Do your mama know you over here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Let me.
Yeah. Let me call
Yeah.
your mama.
You can call your mama.
Or what now? Your mama know you got that on? Yeah, she told me.
Yeah.
So, but they're not doing that.
They're not doing that anymore. And on top of that, they're allowing their kids to go to people's houses who they don't know. First of all, I didn't really allow my kids to go to anybody's houses. I wanted their friends to come to my house. But what I did was, I need your mama number. I need your mama number. I need your mama number. I called them and I met their parents before I allowed them to come to my home. So they don't do that anymore. Somebody said, "Oh, Ma, can I go over to Kim's house?" Yeah, baby. Damn, you going to Kim's house. You don't know if Kim's being molested by her daddy or her brother. You don't even know the daddy name. You don't know the mama name. You don't even know the address. You don't know Kim. Right. Kim could be molesting your daughter. You don't know, so people just don't check. They don't check on their kids no more like our parents did.
Like I say, they'll let them go upstairs. That the friend, oh, he's upstairs in his room. They upstairs in the room, the door closed. And not one time did you go upstairs and check to see what was going on. So you did this. You want something to eat? And they text you back. No, Ma, I'm good. Or you order pizza. You order pizza. You know, so everything is device. And that's the communication.
That's the new thing, though. Our parents didn't allow our friends in our bedroom. But they be just like you said. Oh, he upstairs and they go run. Wait, where you going? Y'all gonna sit your ass down here in this living room or the dining room or the den.
Yes.
Y'all know you're not going down. Y'all not going up in no bedroom. Go outside. Go sit on the porch in the backyard or whatever. But y'all ain't going in that bedroom.
And you're not closing no damn door. Again, there's the closing of the doors. You got because you want that privacy.
Yeah.
And when you allow it, I mean, you go in and check, you know, y'all good, you straight, whatever. But if that child knows that you got a parent that's gonna check,
They ain't
gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna release you to do it. Yeah. I'm like, well, shit, my mama be a business.
Well, y'all, we're gonna bring this to a close. I think this was an excellent topic to talk about. We got a lot of input and a lot of feedback from our guests that came on. Again, y'all got any last announcements? I know y'all do. I know y'all got one of y'all.
June 11th, the 11th annual Asian Beauty and Glow fashion show. I think there's one VIP ticket left, and I think there's 15 general admission. The show normally sells out, and this one is going to sell out as well. On the 17th of June, I am being honored at the Catrice Fields Austin inaugural weekend. I'm an honoree there, and I'll also be speaking.
I'm an honoree as well. Me and Jean will be honored for caregiver.
Nice.
We're gonna have a good old time, baby.
Good old time.
We're doing big things, y'all. We're doing big things. Y'all keep up with us. We're doing big things.
Yeah, I am actually one of the designers in the fashion show for June 11th. So y'all come on out and see what the cut-ups look like. No item is safe. No item is safe.
And as a matter of fact, I am wearing one of Kiki's designs. I was feeling a little sentimental today. My mom's birthday was yesterday, so I was kind of missing my mom. So I wanted to wear this tonight, and this is from Miss Cut 'em Up Key. Her design. Yes, I wanted my mom close to me. So, and it's crazy how this shirt is bringing her close to me. So I wanted to wear this today. So yeah. So y'all got to come and see some more of her good stuff. Actually, two on June 6th and June 8th, we will be hosting auditions for a stage play called Old Timers. It is about people living with Alzheimer's and dementia and the caregiver. This is a play that you guys do not want to miss, and it's absolutely something that you want to be a part of. So auditions will be on the 6th in Douglasville. I'll mention it again. I'll have the flyer next week. And it'll be on the 8th in Austell. And the Ladies Den podcast is going to be live with auditions.
Whoop,
So you
whoop.
will see all of the auditions, the great people coming through, the singers and all that good stuff. And the Ladies Den will kind of help with the judging on the 8th. So I will post that flyer on the Ladies Den page. I think I did. If I didn't, I will post that on the Ladies Den page. And let me see what else is going on. Oh, Saturday, I will be walking in the Models Against Hunger fashion show on Saturday. We are still looking for can donations. This show is put on by Sister JJ. It's going to be in Marietta at Colorful Creations in Marietta. We are still looking for can donations. So if you want to donate, you can hit us up on the Ladies Den page, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, however you can reach us. And we'll come get the canned goods from you. So we're still looking for donations for that. What else? My birthday is Tuesday. We won't be here, but we'll celebrate next week. So we're going to have a late party next Thursday, but we will be celebrating my birthday on next week, next Thursday.
I'll have to be video link again because I'll be back here.
You gonna miss it because we're gonna have some good old food, baby. We're gonna have a party. Well, we're gonna have to get you now that I know how to get you in. We're gonna have to get you in next week, and we'll do it a little earlier. I'm gonna have my little birthday background. So yeah, we're gonna have a little party. And don't know what we're gonna talk about next week as of yet. But y'all just stay tuned, man. We're trying to bring y'all topics that mean something and that helps with something. So if you want to hear a topic, you want us to discuss a particular topic, you can go to the Ladies Den page and let us know, or you can email us at theladiesden23@gmail.com. So again, I want to say thank you to my brother Saga Boss for our intro song, which I'm about to play again, so y'all can hear it. Thank you. Yes, it goes down in the den, baby. So I got my girl Lady K, my girl Kiki in the building, and we out of here. Make sure you join us next week. Follow us Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, y'all, hold on. I'm gonna play this song one more time. I don't know why it's taking so long to play. Y'all, we're gonna be a little more together next week. Oh wait, it's playing. Oh, I didn't have the volume up. Okay. Wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta start it over. We can't start at the beginning. All right. Hey. Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey. I'm ready. Hey.
You got it locked into the Ladies Den.
Hey.
Kicking too, plus the Bayou Diva, you know how they do. Breaking news, the things popping in the city, hot topics too. They got advice for your issues if you need to grab a tissue. Just wait till we'll bring the mixing. Get a laugh to your heart's content. They appreciate this love because it's truly a blessing. My name's Saga Boots and I approve this.
Hey. To the ladies. You are like it to the ladies. Hey. Amen.